We're going live.
And we are live. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first ever Relentless Independent live stream. My name is Brandon. I'm here with my good friend Cam.
So
He's going to help us out today. We got two laptops going, one laptop hooked up to the TV. We got the Hulu ready to go with every news channel out there. So plenty of stuff. I don't know where you'd rather be than here. So I think we're all expecting a red wave today, hoping for that at least. Oh, why'd you click off the story, right?
I was trying to talk about. All right, go.
All right, so there's one story in particular that I wanted to bring some attention to. Can you go to the headline? So Maricopa County in Arizona is already having some sort of issues with election machines. Scroll down a little bit. A little more to the article. So officials are saying that some of the printers are having trouble with putting like clear enough dots in the line, but don't worry, the reassuring voice of guess who? Scroll down. Keep going down. Bill Gates. Yeah, Bill Gates told Fox News not to worry, that it's just hiccups in 20% of the tabulators, but nothing to worry about because apparently they got that resolved. But I don't know about you. Bill Gates reassuring us does not comfort me much. And I want to show you how big of a deal Maricopa County is in Arizona. So this is where we got it. Michigan. Got like 100 tabs up here. Hold on a sec. Oh, why are we getting double audio?
We're good.
Where's Maricopa? I just had it up. All right, can you type in Arizona?
Sorry, we have like 40 tabs open.
Can you type in Arizona election map?
What is it?
Arizona election map results. Go to 2020. Go to Politico down. There you go. Scroll down. Down. So right here, this is Maricopa County. And go down more. Down. All right. Right here. So going Maricopa County, 2 million voters in that district. And then the entire rest of the state, no more than about 100,000 in any of the districts. So massive impact on the state. It was 50-50 last time, but right now the fact that 20% of the machines are having problems, I'm not too happy about that.
We got a
What we got here? In how many states are Dems in the lead? That's what I want to know.
All right.
All right, we got the answer for you. Let's go over to the all states map. It's up there somewhere.
1 second.
I think it's more to the right.
Nevada, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Maricopa County, Michigan.
Oh, there you go. It was that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Michigan? No.
All our election results.
All election votes. Again, we got a couple tabs open. Sorry, guys. This one right here?
No. I saw Herschel Walker was actually losing. I'm surprised about that.
Boom.
All right, just type in election live updates.
All right. There we go. Election live updates. And Kenya. Yeah, we know about Kenya. All right, here we go.
All right, it's the Northeast, as we'd expect. People are still going Democrat there for some reason. Highlight Georgia.
All right, Georgia.
All right, Herschel Walker's creeping up a little bit. Raphael Warnock was at like 60% before when I put Fox News on. Now he's down to 55%, so Herschel's cutting into it.
That's 24% reporting. 24% reporting.
Not bad. That's going to be one of the biggest ones of the night. Herschel Walker, Oz in Pennsylvania, and then Masters in Arizona. Those are probably the closest Senate races out there. Also, the Nevada one is going to be razor thin. So here, let's go to the.
Well, he wanted to know Dems where they're in the lead. Georgia is North Carolina also. Cherry Beasley, she's up or he's up. Who's that? They're up 54 with 39% reporting. Illinois, 0 reporting. Ohio, 9%. Tim Ryan's up right now.
Oh wow.
Tim Ryan's up, only 9% voting again by 60%. Pennsylvania, John Fitterman is up. Another state you expect it.
No way.
Yeah, so those are the kind of like states. Vermont.
All right. Here, go to the Vegas odds right there.
All right.
One over.
Yep.
Next one.
Yeah.
Here, zoom out a little bit. All right, so I was looking at the Vegas odds last night because I don't trust polls because they're made to like influence people, but Vegas that's on like winning money. So that's what I go with. And let's see. So you're asking about what's up in New York. The Vegas odds were, what was it?
New York.
Hochul is minus 450, so you'd have to bet 450 to win 100 on her. Let's see what New York's at right now.
No results.
Yeah, no results yet for New York.
Okay.
Go back to those Vegas odds. So some of the races I thought were most interesting. This New York race, it was at minus 800 last night. Today I saw it went down to, I think, minus 700 for Kathy Hochul, actually. But the Texas race looks like Vegas thinks that that's in the bag. I think the more important thing to focus on tonight, though, is the Senate, to be honest, because Vegas seems to think that there's a high likelihood of us winning the House. Well, not us. I don't like Republicans, but like us for the sake of saving the country. What we got
another one. Any word on California?
No, California is going to be reporting later because it's still like, what is it? Like 5 o'clock there.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Nothing here. You can see here on the map. Nothing yet on California.
So where's everybody from that's in here right now?
Thank you, Caitlin. Appreciate you.
Yeah, good stuff.
New Jersey.
What do you think? Can we see a red wave in New Jersey, or are they still
New Jersey, nothing yet. There we go. Yep, New Jersey. Nothing yet on New Jersey. Port Arthur, Texas. Hey, baby, we're here in Fort Worth, baby. Fort Worth, Texas.
Who do you want to win? Abbott, O'Rourke? I think this guy's an Abbott guy.
I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know.
Brandy's
Abbott. All right.
Hey, from California.
It's going to be a tight race here in Texas for Abbott.
Hey, look at that. California with the red wave.
Wow, dope. Wow.
So here's what I'm wondering. Like, when you talk to people in California, is it like a secret society of people who are like more Republican but are like publicly Democrat and afraid to say otherwise?
Can't openly say that.
Yeah, for your own well-being.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would love to see. I'm honestly shocked that Newsom won that recall by so much. But California's kind of like one of those states where there's just like everything's run by Democrats, like from the state legislator to the like attorney general. It's like a pretty like cut off system from anybody being able to penetrate it. What else we got? So I'm gonna go back to these Vegas odds because, like I said, I don't trust polling at all. I don't give any value to it, but Vegas doesn't have a bias. Their bias is to win money. So some of the most interesting Senate races are definitely this Masters versus Mark Kelly. Masters is minus 120. So, very thin margin. If you're gambling people out there, you know what I mean? That's a thin race. We got Nevada. The Republican is minus 240. So it's pretty much a toss up there. New Hampshire, the Democrat is minus 250 for the Senate. Georgia, Herschel Walker is minus 150 for the Senate. He's currently losing, but it seems like he's chipping away at that lead. Pennsylvania, Oz, only minus 165. I can't believe that after those debates. Did anybody in here see the Fetterman versus Oz debates? I'm really interested to see this because I'm shocked at how many people I talked to haven't seen it. But if you did see it, let's see. I got a lot of people who didn't actually want to be my friend anymore because I'm a Republican, but I've been a Republican. They just never knew. And when I speak on my views, it opens to new ideas.
Sorry to hear that, brother. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Because of the malfunctioning machines in Arizona, we won't know the numbers tonight. Yeah, it seems like there's a chance, according to Biden, that we're not going to know the numbers tonight for several states because he's talking about that mail-in stuff again, which is kind of ridiculous. But I think that all comes down to, honestly, whether the governor and the attorney general, whether or not they're Democrat or Republican, because it seemed like in 2020, all the states that had Republican governors and attorney generals finished things up that night. But then the states that did not have that were the ones that dragged on for days. I'd like to see voting done on blockchain, BlockFi, because that's the only real way you could take the human element out of it and make it totally objective. But that's a discussion for another day. One can only dream. So let's see if we got any more updates here. Where is that page? Here, let's go over to Fox News and take a gander at what they're saying.
And in some of these counties, it's equal or greater than DeSantis' spread.
Oh. Yeah, DeSantis is minus 20,000.
Okay, I just want to set it up the right way, and then you guys can all have a stab at it when we're done here, okay? Talking about Florida, I don't want to overlook it. Keep in mind, when we began this night, okay, Republican leadership thought they had to flip four seats in Florida, right? Or pick up 4, okay? So you had Florida 4 called for Republicans, Florida 7 called for Republicans. Kellyanne beat me to it. This is Florida 13 right here. This is Anna Paulina Luna, about 99% in. She's going to win based on this right here. So that would be a flip. That is Charlie Crist's old C2 right now is being.
Yeah, it looks like there's a real strong chance that Republicans are going to win the Senate. I think the Vegas odds the House. Vegas odds on winning the House were like minus 400 or something like that, which means strong chance of taking the House. And Vegas expected Republicans to take the Senate by at least 2 seats. That was the highest probability. Then the second highest probability was taking the Senate by 3 seats. So I feel good about things if Vegas is on, which they have been in the past couple of years, but I don't want people to think that I think that anything is fixed just because the Republicans win. Like the analogy I keep making to people is that, the country's bleeding out, Republicans winning are more like a tourniquet rather than a solution. There's still a lot of things that need to be fixed, but.
Right on, brother. Yeah. So, baby. He said it.
Yeah, I'm happy that my wife was a Democrat, now Republican. Nice.
Right on.
Yeah, no, I don't know how you could be like a full-on Democrat these days. I'm definitely not a full-on Republican at all. I'm not even a little bit of a Republican, but
independent, baby.
Yeah, just like both sides have such ridiculous views. I mean, I'll get into all that later, but yeah, even though I'm on the Republican train tonight, I don't want people to make the mistake that I think that that's going to be any kind of permanent fix. Thank you, Caitlin. I appreciate that. Yeah. So what I always talk about, I don't know if you guys know this, I mentioned a lot that people who run
in the house.
People who run as independents aren't allowed to raise nearly as much money as the Democrats and Republicans. They're allowed to raise less than 1% of what Democrats and Republicans are allowed to raise. That's the only reason that they have this monopoly or duopoly on the system. So the minute that gets fixed, I think that you could bust open competition for politics, and competition really fixes anything. If it was like any business in the world that was running the way that our political system's running wouldn't survive, but it just survives because of their laws. Let's see. Dobe relief. I'm a truck driver. Need gas prices down. I need food prices down. I need the border closed. So we're not spending our tax dollars taking care of other people when we got to take care of our nation. I agree with you. And it's sad how simple of a fix getting gas prices down is. I don't know if you saw my video on what's happening with diesel earlier in the week, but so a lot of the refiners that refine oil into diesel closed down earlier this year not earlier this year, closed down during COVID because oil prices went negative. And then now the big companies that made it through all that aren't reinvesting into new refineries because of the administration's policies against oil. So it's like it's a bunch of forces that are coming together that create a perfect storm. We have enough oil, but we don't have enough refining capacity to make diesel. And now supposedly we only have 25 days of diesel left, which speaking of that, I'm interested in your perspective as a truck driver. Have you heard anything about this diesel situation? Because I constantly have been hearing this 25-day thing for a couple of weeks now. I can't imagine that happening, but there must be something to it if so many people are talking about it. What do you think about that? And
Bad Daddy, what's going on, Bad Daddy?
Hell yeah. Amen.
Thanks for joining.
And, that's a direct correlation to food prices because oil impacts the price of fertilizer, transportation impacts the price of food. And, it's like a controlled demolition almost, like these policies that are in place. Like, people always say, is it incompetency or is it like intended, like an intended negative impact on America? But I don't think people will be that dumb to think that what they're doing right now is good or effective. I didn't vote for Biden and I'm still black. Ha! Hell yeah, I love it. That was the craziest thing that he ever said. I can't believe he got away with saying that. The whole, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black thing. Like, what the hell? But good for you. Tucker's on. Let's see what Tucker's saying.
Man.
Now movement in the summer of 2020 really moved Hispanic voters to the Republican side.
Oh, race is already called in Florida.
Nobody wants to say it, but it's absolutely a meaningful factor, I would say, in this. But I mean, if tomorrow morning we wake up and these numbers in Miami-Dade and Texas are real and possibly in Arizona, then I think you're looking at really a different Democratic coalition.
What do you make of the numbers that we're seeing out of Pennsylvania? That Senate race is really, really close. And it could be a long time before we call it.
Well, that's the problem. And I feel so sorry for you, Brett and Martha, because it probably will be a very late night for you and a tense one. And it points up the problem. Look, the country is really closely divided in a lot of places. Pennsylvania is one, Nevada is another, Arizona.
Yeah, so Florida's slamming. Miami-Dade County's voting Republican. That's insane. Counties never vote Republican. Actually, let's look at a map of what happened in Miami-Dade last time. Can you type in Florida election results 2020 and go to the Politico one?
Florida election 2020?
Yeah, hell yeah. Miami-Dade did turn up. That's insane. I'm wondering if that's going to happen in other cities, like across the country in certain places. Yeah, to that one. All right. Go back up. I got it. So Miami-Dade County in 2020 went 53% for Biden, and it's on track to win for DeSantis. That's why DeSantis was a minus 20,000 favorite in Vegas, because it's like these little city, like these geographically small cities with the massive populations that swung this last election, like in multiple states. If you look at any state district map, it's like all red with a little dot of blue, but that just happens to be the biggest population area.
I think one of the most interesting things too for like Miami, there's a lot of people have moved there, like Texas, like Fort Worth, like Dallas. A lot of cities like in Texas and Florida have all had a big wave of California. People from different states are all moving there, post 2020, right? And you're seeing that city, after having a flood of people moving in, is now going red.
Right.
When you would think it'd be even more blue.
An interesting thing about Florida, though, specifically, is that it's more Cuban Hispanics, and Cuban Hispanics are very familiar with like the evils of socialism. So, I think that that's a big thing, like edge that DeSantis has had, is that like Mexico's not like socialist like that, but like, you know, Cubans have experienced the horrors of socialism and they smell that.
What's going on, Sage? How you doing, Sage?
Hey, what's up? It's amazing how people can vote Democrat with the current situation in the stock market and gas pumps. I know it's like they're voting with their emotions, but like what's that even based on? I mean, I like I said from the beginning or since the summer that it was dumb that the Roe v. Wade thing had to happen this year. You know, that like it's like wasn't a single thing that you could say negative about the like voting Republican until that. You know, that's like the one thing that Democrats have been grabbing onto since that happened. I don't think that's going to swing anything, but I think that like we just gave them something to latch onto because they really had nothing before that. So not the same Democratic Party I grew up with. Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's facts. That's big. That's big facts right there, Bad Daddy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, it's changed.
It's not JFK's Democrat Party. It's not even like Bill Clinton's Democrat Party. I think they'd both be Republicans on paper today. You know, when that really started turning is when I think it's like really just comes down to the DNC, and you know, it's like a unit, like an entity, and they're the gatekeepers for these candidates. So like that's why I would love so much to see these campaign financing laws reformed, is that, you know, take away the power from the gatekeepers, and then you could have anybody run and have the ability to raise the same amount of money as the big party candidates. When does Texas close? I think Texas closed at 7 p.m. Central Time. The polls closed. Do we have any update on the scores?
How we doing with Texas? Here we go.
It's gonna get real hot and exciting when all these places start closing down. We're still
nothing on Texas yet. Nothing on Texas.
That's interesting. I guess only closed 20 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah.
The race that I'm interested in most right now is this Warnock versus Herschel race, because that's one of those key Senate races that is looking like it could go either way right now. What we got? Oh wow, Herschel's creeping even more. He's up to 43%. When I checked that like 30 minutes ago, I believe he was at 38%. Ooh, he jumped up to 44%. Okay. He's still got some pep in his step, Herschel. He's running.
I just got a video. One of my buddies is watching currently the elections on Fox, and it actually has O'Rourke currently beating Beto.
Come on, let's go with Fox.
We're gonna go to Fox to see what the live updates here on that. I'm gonna have to go off quick. I gotta get on the phone real quick.
What's up?
I got on the phone real quick.
Okay. All right, we're gonna go over to Fox News.
Lots of different places. So you're going to have close election results.
Sales is on point.
Switch to Verizon Business Unlimited.
Commercial. Well, let's see what CNN's got. I find it kind of entertaining to watch CNN sometimes when they're losing because they're all like just distraught.
Toomey won Bucks County. We don't have any votes in Bucks County yet. Watch this one tonight. If Mehmet Oz can keep this one, this is the more blue collar of the suburban collars. You know this better than I do. Of the collar counties of Montgomery, right around Philadelphia, Montgomery County, Bucks County, you come down here as well to Delaware County, and you come back here just to look.
I keep telling you it's Delco.
Delco, right. I said that last time because you told me to on television and Twitter loved it. You come back to the results now where we are. This is very early. But this is where
How the hell is better
it's
than
going to be
that?
right here. Can Oz win or run about even here? And can he get closer here than Donald Trump did against Hillary Clinton or Joe Biden? Because this is why, right here, is why Joe Biden won the Commonwealth. Hillary Clinton just lost it, and Joe Biden won it right here.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see again as we're looking at.
Yeah, I'll show you what he's talking about. That's actually true. Hey, can you close the dart? Let's see, Pennsylvania map from 2020. All right, yeah, so So this is Pennsylvania from 2020. Can you see that all right? Jeez. Diesel $6 in California. That's insane. So Montgomery County, last time they went 62% to Biden. And that's going to be the key. That's going to be like the tail of the tape for everything is what is the turnout like in these giant cities across the country? Because all the suburban areas, they're going to go to Republican for sure. But see, like Pittsburgh went back 59% for Biden last time. And had what, like, so that's 420,000 people. What?
There it is.
Pittsburgh had 430,000 people vote for Biden last time, but you get all these smaller suburban counties where it's like 14,000 to Trump, 7,000 to Trump. But then these little spots like Philadelphia County, Delaware County, 206,000, 600,000 for Biden in Philadelphia County. So what needs to happen is they need to at least win by a smaller margin than they won by last time, because Democrats are going to win those counties, but it's a matter of how much they're going to win by. Howdy ho. How you doing, Cole?
Hey, Cole, what's good, baby?
$7.59 a gallon in Tennessee. I don't know what a lot for kerosene normally is, though.
Let me see where's the mouse?
Rare.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
getting
watching
more
them.
messages about Texas, so I want to try to figure it out.
Yeah, I was watching a breakdown on Pennsylvania.
Nothing here. Did you see what they're saying here on Fox?
Yeah, they are full of
In
hopium.
Georgia, the ticket splitting.
We're looking for Texas right now.
Yeah, I think it's too early for
It'll be interesting to
Texas.
see.
No, but there was already some
For the Attorney
information
General
out.
Josh Shapiro, who's a Democrat, but then crossed the aisle and vote for. This is what county? I just switched. This is the state. Okay. This is. We obviously do not expect this to be the result, but it will be interesting to see how many people vote for Shapiro and then vote for Oz for Senate, because that will be a phenomenon.
New
as well.
Hampshire currently has blue, obviously.
We will look here.
Says
Oh, okay. Texas
Only
only has
Austin
also reported. Oh, okay,
that'll be
okay.
telling of the whole state though, because it's here actually look up what did Texas win by, or was the Texas results in 2020, and then we could base it off of that. Harris County poll still open until 8 p.m.
Oh, okay. So still, Texas might not be anything reported for like another hour.
Pull up the 2020 and see so we can start comparing to that when it comes in.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm surprised the governor's race in Philadelphia. I think the Democrat was minus 1,500 for Vegas.
Obama's.
I know. Obama or Biden?
Oh no. That's,
Go to the Politico one. Yeah, there. And highlight Austin. Travis County. So last time Travis County or Austin, it went 71% to Biden. So if that number could be like 65%, 60% instead of 71%, then that's a huge difference.
How do I zoom in on this thing?
Hit control and then scroll it. And guys, can you let me know if how the quality is on the TV behind? Because I know if it goes off focus, it might be a little blurry. See if we lean back, it shows a little better. So just like lean to the side when we're highlighting it.
Right there.
Go to Harris County, or Travis County.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you could see that, 71% of the vote went to Biden in 2020 for Travis County. So that goes down to I can see that going down to 65% even, because there's so much negative sentiment around Democrats and not as much of a factor to get people out, Democrats out to vote because of the whole Trump thing. I think Texas will be in good shape for the governor's race, but I think it'll be a little bit closer than people think. I mean, I've seen minus 3,000 for Abbott on the Vegas odds. I've seen people saying that Abbott's been up by 7 points since the polls back in February, but they'll be maybe a 5-point race. Yeah, let's see what the news is saying.
Go back to the news.
Yeah.
All right.
Try some CNN.
Let's try See what the good old CNN has.
It's more fun to
say.
watch when they're losing because they're like all depressed.
This one.
Yeah. Let's see what John King's
9,000
got.
votes being
Oh, Herschel's running. Herschel's running.
Democratic incumbent. Again,
46%.
we have a lot of votes to count in Georgia. This is disproportionately early vote. The key there is watch the two leading candidates. Someone at the end of the night above 50. That number has stayed pretty stable right there. Again, you're looking at this. This is the Georgia Senate race, and you come over to the governor's race. The Democratic candidate in the Senate race is at 52%. The Democratic candidate in the governor's race is trailing at
Abrams is done.
49% if you round that up. One of the challenges, we break this down throughout the night, how many Democrats are voting Warnock for Senate but Kemp for governor? We'll get more of that as we play it out. And again,
Stacey Abrams gonna keep running for stuff if she loses this again. I mean, I feel like she's run for governor and Senate like 3 times already. Probably the puppet master is Austin. Yeah, Austin's blue. Austin's always blue because it's like a city thing. Probably. Yeah. We should all want to make America great again. Yeah, I believe that. I know it's funny how they turned that into like that's the extremist party now. But it's like gaslighting at its highest level, like the stuff that Biden's been saying lately. Let's check out Fox. Herschel's looking a little better now. Fox is calling Arkansas.
It's a huge win for Sarah Huckabee Sanders in Arkansas tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, there we go.
That we got in
Good
there.
shit, good shit.
And we're waiting for more of these poll numbers to come in and more raw vote to come in as well. We want to go to Grady Trimble. Let's go to Grady Trimble. Let's go to Grady Trimble, who is standing by. He is at Senator Ron Johnson's campaign headquarters.
Oh, what happened? Try refreshing.
This is a race we haven't really talked about yet tonight. He's in Kena, Wisconsin, as Ron Johnson tries to seek another term in the Senate. Hi, Grady.
Hi, Martha. Senator Ron Johnson told us this evening he's feeling cautiously optimistic about his chances in this race, but no doubt it's going to be a close one between the Republican incumbent and his progressive challenger, Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes. I spoke to voters in Oshkosh today who were voting at the same polling place where Johnson cast his ballot this morning, and every single one of them told me their number one issue is inflation and the economy. And Johnson.
It'd be a good thing to go to. Let's go to live Vegas odds, because like the way that it changed it. No, like live odds, because it'll like change based on how the voting's coming in and like tell the story of how it's developing. After the last election, should Fox be calling anything? No, they shouldn't. That Arizona thing, never forget it. I feel like, man, Fox is like yeah, it's like only Tucker Carlson pretty much. Well, yeah, live odds.
Just Vegas Inside Sportsbook.
Yeah, anyone that says live.
Oh.
No, they're not active lines. DraftKings.
No, that's sports.
Oh, type in live election odds.
Oh. I thought you said just live odds. That's what
I found one without saying it was election odds. Yeah, go like Odd Shark or something.
I'm not really seeing anything here. Just to sign up.
What the heck?
All right.
It's on there somewhere. That's what I usually look at.
NFL, NCAA, nope. All right. I'm just going to have to go with what we got. Let's see if
Anyway, let's see. Refresh that.
Yeah, just did. I don't know how legit these Google updates are, though. Seems like they're a tad bit behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what? Oh, these are Senate.
Think Tucker will run one day? I think maybe.
Oh, here we go. Hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Sorry to break it up.
What's up?
Here we go. We got some. We were on.
Switch
So
over so like it doesn't focus
we were
so-
on U.S. Senate before, and we weren't on
governor.
governor
Okay.
for Texas. And Dallas has gone blue, and Fort Worth has stayed red. San Antonio still has Corpus Christi is red right now. So for Texas,
How much is in?
oh wow, 21% reporting of Texas.
Wow,
Is
and Veto's winning
Beto is
53.
currently 53 to 46
Man,
to
I
Abbott.
told you that's gonna be a closer race. I still think Abbott's got it. That's gonna be a closer race. Sorry though. Anyway, yeah, I don't think Tucker will run it anytime soon. Like, you know, I think in 24 it's either DeSantis or Trump, because I don't know, like how could it not be? You know, like the even probably one of them against Gavin Newsom. Which, is there anything scarier in the world than the idea of Gavin Newsom becoming president? I don't know if the California guys still. Try Bovada for the live odds.
Nevada?
Bovada.
Oh, Bovada.
Thanks, Joe. Yeah, DeSantis' run would be sick. I think he has a way better chance than Trump does, because I think that Democrats would actually vote for DeSantis, but I don't think Democrats can bring themselves to vote for Trump.
All right, here we go.
I know Trump is going to make the announcement pretty soon. He keeps hinting at it. Are these live odds?
Yeah.
All right, we got live odds now. Let me see that mouse.
I'm just making sure it is. No, it's not live.
How do you know?
It's just saying the times. It still says it's not. Hold on.
I think it's live because they keep just constantly updating.
Oh, yeah.
All right. There we go. Focus a little better. I want to see what the odds are for what's his name, Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker. Here we go. All right, so Herschel is now plus 10. What do you start off as? Oh wow! So Herschel was minus 150 to start the night, and now he's plus 10. So Herschel's odds decreased in the past couple hours. That's not good. What we got here? Trump's gonna run next. Yes. President Trump, VP DeSantis, 2024 DeSantis, and 2020 and 2030 too. Yeah, I know that'd be perfect, but whatchamacallit? I think they're both too alpha for that to happen, because neither of them are the guy that's going to take the backseat. I think the best scenario, which I would freak out if this happens, would be great, is if Trump became Speaker of the House if Republicans take the House, because Speaker of the House is a position that really gets slept on a lot of the time. What's going on?
Couple people texted.
Put the light on. Let's watch how it does with the TV though.
Yeah, they say
Yeah, Speaker of the House is one of the most underrated positions, because look at all the havoc that was reaped on everybody since Nancy Pelosi became Speaker of the House. One of the things I'm looking forward most to is the difference in big tech what happens with them if Republicans take the House, because if you listen to Zuckerberg's interview with Joe Rogan, he pretty much says that Congress has put pressure on Facebook and other big tech companies to basically, what's going on?
Go ahead, just keep going.
To basically stay in line and do what they want them to do. And yeah, so that all the censorship stuff started happening in 2018. So I think that's going to change if Republicans take the House, because it's not profitable for big tech to start censoring people this way, but it's more profitable to be on good terms with the government than to, piss them off, because the government can really crush any of the, Congress especially can really crush any of these social network places. MySpace didn't get in bed with the government. Facebook did get in bed with the government. Look who won that battle. So I'm most optimistic about things like that, where YouTube doesn't have to keep doing the censorship stuff. Elon Musk got Twitter now. That type of stuff is really going to like make one of the biggest differences of everything that's going on. I'm gonna put on Fox quick, see if we got anything new. Let's see. DeSantis would do great. Hell yeah. Also, they're both from Florida and you VP from a swing state. Yeah. Yeah, good point. I think I'd love to see Carrie Lake be a VP of either of them, to be honest. You know, she's a firecracker, and we need a strong Speaker of the House. You know, I do not get excited at all about McCarthy as Speaker of the House. I'm so sick of Mitch McConnell as the Senate Majority Leader. You know, both those things make me sick. I have no optimism for like what do you guys expect them to do if you know, everything goes well tonight and Republicans take the House and the Senate? You know, do you expect like anything that's radically exciting? What? What's up? Oh, thanks.
Put something for the back.
Okay.
Wait, test it.
But yeah, that's my question. Like, what do you guys expect out of a Republican-led Senate and Congress? You know, like what are some? Yeah, the same exactly. Like, what's something they could do to like create some excitement that would like right the wrong that Democrats have done over the past 2 years? One sec. Yeah, I'm sick of the turtle too. I think Mitch McConnell reminds me of Fox News, where he just acts the part and like doesn't really have like any intentions of doing anything.
For higher prices, as well as a rise in
Trump and impeach Joe, clean out the cabinet. Yeah, past term limits, I agree. And I think two of the biggest things, or one of the biggest things too, is primaries. You know, open primaries, let everybody vote in primaries, because you know that's another gatekeeper thing that's keeping people out, keeping these races uncompetitive. You know, like without creating like competition, there's no accountability. We got anything good here?
Just figuring out the brightness fix for the TV. What works good for the TV?
Yeah, and do me a favor and let me know if there's anything like exciting going on in any of these states, because I'm bouncing around on all these things here. So if you think we should hop on one and focus on it, let me know. Age cap. Mitch needs to go. Nancy needs to go. Politicians should not be worth 100 million like Nancy, says Bad Daddy. Yeah, I agree with that. You gotta stop making these gestures at me when I'm talking.
I'm trying to like so that you can see it.
I have a fucking like hand mimes on next to me while I'm talking. Politicians should not be worth 100 million like Nancy. Yeah, no, 100%. You know, it's crazy they're allowed to insider trade. I mean, like I'm jealous of them. That'd be sick to be able to do, but you know, how's that not influence their decisions? Number one Patriot man. What's the numbers on Ted Budd? Let's check that out.
What's that?
Just type in Ted Budd race. I think that's I forgot what the state that is, to be honest. Ted Budd race. North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Ted Budd is at 47.2% with 51% of the vote in. So tight race. What was the odds for that one? He was minus 1500 for that one. So
Vegas odds.
yeah, so that's interesting. That's that close. But then again, it's I was gonna say like it's a lot of the Democrat like that do the early voting, but now they do a lot of the mail-in voting too. So I guess it doesn't even really apply anymore. Bud and Beasley.
Yeah. I just came from North Carolina. It's surprising because a lot of people seem to have been wanting to go red. So for it to continue to be blue is interesting. 51% of the voting is still in, so it could still sway anyway. But I know a lot of people wanted to go red while I was there, which was the beginning of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, how could you not after 2021? I mean, like think of the things these people have done to us. You know, like people have lost their jobs because of, things they didn't want to do to themselves. You know what I mean? all these trillions of dollars that were passed that we didn't want to pass. Like, they didn't help our lives at all. They helped like the Congress with their agenda.
Quick update on Texas. As of now, 26 reporting.
Oh, big
Greg Abbott is back up 51% to O'Rourke 47.9%. He's got him beat by 80,000 votes currently at the moment. Again, here you can see Dallas is still blue, Fort Worth is red, Austin is blue. San Antonio hasn't come in. I think San Antonio is going to be very interesting to see what way they go. Obviously, the horrible events that happened this year.
Let's check what happened last time in 2020
for Texas.
Yeah, like for San Antonio. If you go with that one.
Yeah. San Antonio was blue last time.
Yeah, and just go highlight over it. Yeah, last time San Antonio won 58%. So, like I said, it doesn't need to be like a victory for Republicans in these cities, but if it's just like a smaller margin of victory for Democrats, that'll be huge.
Yeah, it looks like Arlington was blue.
Who's a Joe says Herschel Walker's 40% now. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, it seems like Herschel's gaining momentum because he was, like I said, he was at 38% about an hour ago. What percent of the votes in for Georgia right now? Just highlight it.
For Georgia?
44% of the vote report for Georgia with Herschel at 48%. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
North
gonna be
Dakota.
huge.
North Dakota, 1% just came in. Looking red. 62% right now. Of course, it's only 1% of voting, but
What's that
just
like?
came in.
Like 1,000 people is 1% of their population.
Yeah. It's 2,000. We got Kansas 12%.
That one's gonna be close.
Jerry Moran and Mark Holland. Jerry is currently up with 12%.
Republican leading in Kansas. That's gonna be a close one. The Vegas odds are like razor thin on that.
New York, no results still for New York currently either as well.
Kathy's getting everything in line.
Georgia, yeah.
There's no, I was gonna say there's no way Hochul wins New York, but I guess there's a way.
For this is interesting. Currently at the moment,
What's that?
For governor's results, New Hampshire is currently red. Vermont is currently red, 11%. Vermont-wise, you got Phil Scott at 73% with 25,000. He's red. Brenda Segal, whatever. Can't pronounce the last name.
Say Democrat and Republican.
Yeah, Democrat. Democrat is at 21% with 7,000 votes with 11%. Vermont, we got Republican with 73%, 25,000 votes, and then Democrats 21.8% with 7,638 votes. Again, that's Vermont. Then we got Maine, only has 1% voting. You got Republican currently taking that lead, only by about 600 votes. Again, it's 1% early on. So that's interesting. Connecticut's race currently is 7% in reporting. Ned Lamont is currently up. He's got 52% of votes. 56,000 people have so far voted for Ned. And then for Republican, Robert, he is 45.3% with 48,934 votes going Republican in Connecticut. That's only 7%.
Hopefully it's not raining like last time.
Yeah.
So they have to remember the rainy ballots.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, last time in Connecticut, I was watching the race all night. Stefanowski had the lead, and then all of a sudden the thing stops like around 80%, like for hours, and I just see like an update like, oh, like ballots need to be counted by hand. It was raining.
Okay, so here you go. So sorry, quick. With this map, when it's colored hard, you could determine who's won. When it's just a light shade of color, it's the current party is leading. So in Florida, Florida's called with red. Alabama, red.
That's for governor.
Yeah, for governors now, exactly. New Hampshire has been called for red.
Oh, nice.
Massachusetts has been called for blue. Rhode Island is still being counted, and Connecticut is still being counted.
These are for
Maryland
governors.
is blue. These are for governors. Texas, of course, we are still at 26%.
Let's check out the Senate.
All right.
The Senate races we're going to focus on the most is definitely Pennsylvania and Georgia, and then we're going to like start hardcore covering Arizona when it comes in for the Senate. Probably in Nevada too.
Senate. Who you want to look at the Senate?
Georgia.
Georgia currently
Herschel's
is
still 48.
Yeah, Herschel.
What's Oz got?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Oz is at 20. Look.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Look at this shit.
8% only reporting though.
Fetterman's up 77% against Oz in Pennsylvania. Come on.
And Oz.
Who watched that? Did anybody watch that Fetterman debate? Seriously, tell me if you guys watched that Fetterman debate. Somebody had to have watched it. I'm gonna wait for that, please. I need to know if other people have seen this Fetterman debate. Can you tell me why this guy's up 80-20 right now? Yeah, Abbott's looking like he's gonna win. Yeah, exactly. Who's a joke? What do you think about what's going on in Maricopa County right now? Voting tabulation machines are broken, correctly scanning 25% ballots. People are still in line. Yeah, Maricopa County, that's the problem. I'm sketched out about that because I was saying at the beginning of this live stream that that's like by far the biggest county in Arizona, and the fact that Bill Gates is on the the board of the county or whatever, and he was the voice of reassurance that came out saying that like, oh, don't worry, there's nothing to see here, no problem, we have it all fixed. That's not comforting at all. So I am worried about that.
I'm gonna call it here some who have won and then lead. So Oklahoma has won both. Republicans have won in Oklahoma
For Senate?
This is for
House or
Senate? For
Yes.
Senate.
Got
Arizona has gone red, won. Alabama red, won. And in the lead again, we already talked about that. It's currently looking blue. North Carolina still looking blue. Maryland blue. Connecticut blue. Already Blumenthal, yeah.
Hate that guy.
First, this again. This
It was
is
the
Senate.
war hero Blumenthal.
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh,
He's
God.
might as well been in Top Gun.
Vermont blue again. This is Senate. That's interesting. Vermont blue for Senate, but governor they're looking red. New Hampshire blue is leading. 15% of their voting is in. Here we go. Pennsylvania. Oz is still way behind.
Wait, what's it at now, though? Did he jump a little bit?
Jumped a little bit. 353 now is the count for Fetterman. Ohio blue. Indiana red. Kentucky red. And then, Illinois has declared blue.
Yeah.
Indiana has declared red for Senate. Kentucky red for Senate. And then Missouri is still counting, but 5% voting in for Missouri is currently in and has blue leading. Kansas City being blue.
Let's hop to like one of the news channels.
Okay. Here we go.
So try some Fox.
NBC. We haven't done NBC yet.
Ugh, and some Rachel Maddow. Yeah, fine.
Because they're both upside down. I don't know, Claire, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's true.
We're going to take a break. Don't go far. We'll be back with you too in just a moment. We're going to take a break and continue our coverage after this.
MSNBC, no. ABC News?
No, go to CNN. They do go with the board, like the John King guy.
Central part of the state. Now, obviously, he is trying to win a third term here. And with it, he has brought implications of what that would mean. One, it could contribute to a change in power in the Senate, which means he would chair an investigations committee. And he has already said he is ready to ramp up the number of investigations out of Congress. On the other side of things, Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes,
I got a text in. San Antonio is typically
tonight,
blue.
he feels that they've
That's
done
why.
everything they could do up to this point, and hearing from party leadership in the state, Democratic leadership, feel that one thing that they're watching for tonight is that.
So yeah, like I was saying before, is like, would you guys like to see Trump as Speaker of the House? Because that's something I'm really stuck on. And like, I know Matt Gaetz said it like 8 months ago, and nobody really took it seriously. But I'm hoping that's a secret plan, because I think he could honestly do potentially a lot more as Speaker of the House than he could even do as president, because that's who decides like what Congress looks at as a body, and Congress aligned like in a direction, like going after something, that's like as powerful as it gets. Like all this craziness that we're seeing going on right now, like it's basically just like what's inside Nancy Pelosi's head, because she controls the weapon of Congress right now. But look at Georgia race is Kemp ahead and Herschel gaining. Let's check that out.
Who's that?
Georgia. Oh, wow. Maryland Senate Republicans up. It's solid.
Or do you want to look at the one that I was looking at the live?
Yeah, the state Georgia.
For what?
Go to like the big one, like the individual state.
And what is he on?
What's the Kemp and Herschel scores?
That's current. Okay.
All right, Herschel's jumping up a little bit. It's almost dead even now. It's 49.8% to 48.5%. Herschel's still down a little bit. 45% of the vote in. Then we got, where is governor? And Brian Kemp is up 53% to 46% with 46% of the vote in. Let's look at the House. I haven't really seen the House yet tonight. All right, so for tonight, the Republicans have 45.
Have gained 4 seats. Republicans have gained 4 seats in the House, and Democrats have lost 2 seats.
Hell yeah.
With current standing of the House results.
Yeah, it sounds like Republicans are going to do pretty well in the House, like for sure. Senate, those few Senate seats are really what's to come down to, like those maybe 4 or 5 Senate seats. That's going to be the balance of power. What do we got? But I think he feels duty bound to be president again. What if he became Speaker of the House for 2 years and then became president? I think that'd be more optimal than Kevin McCarthy. That was what Brandy's. That was what they were saying back in 2021. Yes, they're going to pull Trump in the Speaker of the House. I would love it. That's the dream. Huckleberry, I need you to unbutton one more button. Show some chest. Oh, man. It's still a little early for that.
Hey, unbutton one.
Once California starts doing that, we'll get crazy here. Let's see. Very best case scenario is Trump Speaker of the House. 100%.
Text in to look at this chart. We got a Fort Worth Star telegram.
Ooh.
Currently saying Greg Abbott, 52.4%, 1,498,663 votes for him. Beto at 1,333,028 votes, 46. AP estimates about 29% votes counted currently in Texas for governor race. So that's still rolling, but just updated a little bit.
Yeah, I feel good about Texas. What do we got? We need 5 seats. Who is it fairly safe to say that we have left and will be red? So what do we got for Senate? Well, let's look at the Senate score.
Senate?
Yeah. So for the Senate score, we got right now it's 38 to 37. Democrats up by 1. We have a lot of states just haven't started reporting yet. That's the thing.
Louisiana, we're still waiting on. We're still waiting on Iowa. We're still waiting on Wisconsin. Still waiting on South Dakota. We're still waiting on New York. New York, pretty much for everything, we're still waiting for. Nevada, we're still waiting. Utah, Colorado, Arizona, California, Oregon, and Washington are all states that we're still waiting on.
I'm trying to make the TV look a little better on there because it's like coming in blurry.
Yeah, I was told that the lighting was bad before.
We know that went on before we did that.
No, that I was told that you can't really see your face through the phones.
I'm just trying to make the screen look better because it looks all blurry.
No, that's the TV. It's not gonna look good for the. It's just how close we are, how far we are. You'd have to get closer if you want.
Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, it's a little better. What we got?
They're not.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for some of these states to start reporting to see like how many of the how down to the wire it's gonna come for the Senate. So the only intense ones right now are really the Herschel and Oz races. What's Pennsylvania at? All right, Oz is making a little bit of a comeback. He's at 23% now, and he was at like 18%, I think, 20 minutes ago.
It might be a little better for the screen wise.
I'd support either. Let's buy him dinner first. Ha. New York always reports late. I know New York's sus. Huckleberry, never too early. Break out the bourbon and one button down. You know, it's not a bad idea. We should throw back some shots for this. We got anything in here? Every time Republican state wins, we slam one back. Every time a Democrat wins, we fucking pound our head against the wall. Can you check New York?
Ooh, governor's race. Democrats have gained 2 seats, and Republicans have lost 2 seats as far as governor.
Interesting.
But what do they want to check?
New York. New York is still gray for some reason. It's insane. It's like one of the only states on the East Coast that's still gray.
Yeah, it's. Oh, Wyoming just came up.
Or they.
All right.
Without a single vote.
Without a single vote, they have declared Wyoming 0 reporting red. That's gonna be real interesting. Let's. Okay. All right. There had to be a malfunction with their.
I mean, that's basically what California does too to get Democrats.
Oh, here we go. 0 reporting, and it's going blue already.
New York's finally lighting up.
All right, you want to check out some news?
Yeah,
like news websites.
Yeah, no, it is absolutely sus what New York is doing. But New York, like I was saying with California, it's like there's such a deep-rooted Democrat institution there that, you know, like every single person, every single position is sort of on the same page. So, you know, I'm trying to speak vaguely, but I'm sure you know what I'm getting at. Arizona is tight race right now. Is Arizona counting right now?
Arizona.
Try the Politico like individual map.
Okay. I was gonna go through all the news what they had.
It should be up at one of those. I just want to see if it like those are populating yet. Like the tabs like are open.
Yeah, but they're all specific to stuff. What the hell is it? Political, right?
Arizona election map, Politico.
Arizona map?
Arizona election map, Politico. Oh man, not that one.
Yeah, that was. Oh, they're not showing Politico. I wonder why.
Try like each of those tabs because like I put it up on one of them.
Georgia, Pennsylvania, Nevada.
Yeah, that might be. Is that the new one?
Updated from Politico, nothing.
Yeah, Arizona's still saying nothing on our end. Where are you seeing that it's a tight race?
For what is it? What are they looking at? Arizona for what? Senate, governor?
Yeah, for Senate or governor.
For Senate, 0 updating on as far as Google, which we've been using a lot of.
I think you're probably just talking about the. Are you talking about the Vegas odds for the senator race for Masters? Because yeah, that one is looking like it's gonna be a tight one. I'm thinking for that though, hopefully, like I think Carrie Lake is such a rock star that she's gonna.
Hold on, we're gonna go to Hulu quick. New York was already up there. It was called without being.
What?
Joe Biden getting
For who?
73%.
Senate?
So we come back here, I just want to check. So Senator Warnock doing what he has to do in Fulton County, at least.
Let's go Fox.
Fulton County.
Like they're going to go the same way as Kansas. But that's kind of my focal point there. I really liked what Harold Ford was talking about with Tim Ryan. When you have Jared Polis up there, who's also won his race already, looking to Democrats who can be examples for how you can run effective races in purple places and, make an appealing argument on the economy, but also be left-leaning on social issues, but not feel like pariahs.
But let me ask you this, if the House, as projected, goes to the Republicans and the Senate's very tight and maybe it goes to Republicans, maybe it stays the same, do you think that message is the one they're going to take away from this election?
Yeah, Hochul's at 75% right now.
I worry no. I think that there will be a lot of people who said, oh, well, we got this right, when in the end, you really got lucky. There is a way
just got called in New York
on multiple fronts.
Yeah, Schumer always wins by a landslide. It's so annoying. Like, what's wrong with New York where Schumer's so popular? That doesn't make sense to me.
Should never be a candidate that's only talking about one thing or one or two things that frankly are ranking well below the other thing that people are saying that they're concerned about. I think that people may have been able to change course in the last couple of weeks and pull it off, like a Kathy Hochul, for instance, here. But if you listen to people like Elisa Slotkin, who's in a tough race in Michigan there, when she says we didn't have a cohesive economic message as a party, that's something that you take home, especially going to a presidential election when President Biden is going to have to defend his record over the 4 years.
Josh, let's take a look at Ohio again, because more numbers are coming in those races that we have talked about a lot in 2, 7, and 10. And we're seeing as we get more vote there, and maybe Bill can pull that up for us as well while we talk about it, that there's a very nice spread for Yes Vega and also for the candidate who is running against against Luria, Jennifer King.
Oz was down currently in Pennsylvania. Oz is down, but he came back up to 29%.
Oz at 29. Mm-hmm. All right, that's good. That's a sign of hope for Oz. 10-point jump. Let me see what we got here. Camilo, I'm on the same level with you. What you sent in the group chat. Minus the Doritos. Just called Schumer. Yeah, I know. It's so ridiculous with Schumer.
Oh, yeah, see?
Yeah, what the? Like, how is Schumer so popular there? They just said New York. Yeah, gotcha. All right, so New York, I call for Schumer. I think Zeldin still has hope. What's the percentage in for the New York governor's race?
So live updates based on Google. New York,
8%.
8%, and it's a landslide.
Let's
Senate.
Let's look up what Manhattan, like the split was in Manhattan in 2020. Like for the Trump thing, because I bet it was like 80%. But that's the thing, like Zeldin has to win the city, or like not win the city, but like not lose by a lot in the city.
Okay, so
because suburbans are definitely gonna go for Zeldin, but just the like most densely populated parts, he has to maybe lose by like no more than 55%. 2020.
Oh yeah. Politico is the one you like?
Yeah.
Or does it have it?
No. Tribe Ballotopia. Yeah. All right, here, go back. I have an idea. Type in election map 2020.
Cool. No.
And click on the first one. All right, yeah, so that's one of those interactive ones, damn it.
No, I feel political has.
That's annoying.
Here we go.
Oh, sweet. And we'll let you change the year.
Oh, yeah, we'll let. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, it seems like Democrats are getting out to like an early lead in a lot of these things because of I don't know. I guess early voting tends to be more Democrats. Yeah, it seems to have been the case with Herschel, with Fetterman, now with Hochul. But if New York goes Republican, oh my God. That'd be like recreating the Giuliani days. What do we got for chats? Yeah, DeSantis smashed. Tune into this DeSantis. Oh, DeSantis is on accepting speech on Fox. Is it on Fox?
Historic. Thank you for your support and work.
Ronnie.
Thank you to Miami-Dade County.
I called out Miami.
I fucking love that man.
Thank you to Palm Beach County.
They get it.
Now, we're still tallying the votes, but it's clearly apparent that this election, we will have garnered a significant number of votes from people who may not have voted for me 4 years ago. And I just want to let you know, I am honored to have earned your trust and your support over these 4 years. And most important of all, thank you to the greatest First Lady in all 50 states.
What a guy.
Gentleman is solid.
For being a great wife, giving unwavering support, being a tremendous mother to our 3 young children, and serving as an example for women throughout this state, especially going through the battle of cancer. She is remarkable.
How do you not love that guy? See what I mean?
Now, today, is the culmination of the 2022 fall elections, but in reality, Americans have been voting for many years now. They've been voting with their feet, and the results of that behavior has been just as stark as our landslide victory today. States and cities governed by leftist politicians have seen crime skyrocket. They've seen their taxpayers abused. They've seen medical authoritarianism imposed, and they've seen American principles discarded. The woke agenda has caused millions of Americans to leave these jurisdictions for greener pastures. Now, this great exodus of Americans, for those folks, Florida, for so many of them, has served as the promised land. We
bringing the energy tonight.
have embraced freedom. We have maintained law and order. We have protected the rights of parents. We have respected our taxpayers, and we reject woke ideology. We fight the woke in the legislature. We fight the woke in the schools. We fight the woke in the corporations. We will never, ever surrender to the woke mob. Florida is where woke goes to die.
Yeah, that was powerful. I don't usually hear him speak with that kind of energy.
Because our policies
He's not done.
work. Leadership
He's in
matters.
Tampa. Oh,
We
shit, that's badass.
refuse
He's
to
in
use
Tampa.
polls and put our finger in the wind. Leaders don't follow,
I was
they
up to
lead.
32%, but he's losing to 65%.
We set out a vision. We
That's all right.
executed on that vision, and we produced historic results. And the people of this state have responded in record fashion.
Hell yeah.
Now, while our country flounders due to failed leadership in Washington, Florida is on the right track. I believe the survival of the American experiment requires a revival of true American principles. Florida has proved that it can be done. We offer a ray of hope that better days still lie ahead. I am proud of our achievements in this state. I am honored by your support, and I look forward to the road ahead. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. And
Sounds like he's getting ready for president.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's more about.
It sounds like a president right there.
That sounded more like he's like, now I'm gonna go for president.
Never seen this level of energy before.
4 years ago, but we've got so much more to do, and I have only begun to fight. God bless you all. Thank you very much. Thank you for a historic landslide victory.
I feel like he's just gonna keep going.
Ron DeSantis, the major winner. One.
Holy shit, that's awesome. I've never seen him with that much energy before. That was crazy. So yeah, that sounded like a president. I mean, I think he's like a combination of JFK and Reagan. But like you said, you know, a lot of people that didn't vote for him 4 years ago voted for him now because they see the benefits of that type of leadership. You know, Miami-Dade County never goes Republican, and it did this time. It's insane. So I think you could do that in a national level, to be honest. Like, I know a lot of Democrats that I know for sure they would never vote for Trump. They say they would never vote for Trump, but they say they would definitely vote for DeSantis over Biden. So I know Trump's way more popular than DeSantis within the Republican Party, but, you know, nationally, I think DeSantis is so much more palatable than Trump to a wider amount of people. What do you think about that?
Quick updates here for the House.
Oh, nice.
We have the Democrats have lost 4 seats, and the Republicans have gained 3 seats as far as House. And for Senate, it's currently 40 for Republicans and 39 for Dems.
Nice.
Other parties, independent parties, yeah, buddy. Other parties have 2 seats currently, 2 seats. And then governors, Texas currently one is one of the tight ones.
36%.
38% in. Greg Abbott has 51% of votes, and Beto has 47% of votes. Oklahoma have been called. Oh, Texas and Oklahoma have been called. Let's hear it. Let's see if we can go.
Oh, wow. Wow, that was fast. Loser Beto again.
If the evening goes as I expected to for Stacey Abrams as well, that there's going to be a lot of soul searching about, you know, where you're dumping your money when you go on Act Blue, right? There are a lot of people whose races are a lot closer than you would expect, like Sherry Beasley in North Carolina. I'm not saying that she's going to end up pulling that off, but when you think about where your dollars could go, that maybe that extra money going to Maggie Hassan, it looks better than expected there in New Hampshire, defending Nevada, things like that, giving more money in Pennsylvania.
Wow, they really called it with only 40%
go it
in.
alone without
Yeah.
Chuck Schumer's support at the end there. And, you know, these are celebrity candidates. I think that there have been incredible messaging moments that kind of have rallied the Democratic base and made you really focus on the issues that matter to us as a party. But they are seemingly just not great candidates to win statewide office, and I hope people will take stock of that.
Okay, we can also project that Democratic Governor Dan McKee will win the first full term in office, defeating another GOP businesswoman, Ashley Klaus.
And over to Connecticut, where Democrat incumbent Ned Lamont will defeat GOP candidate Bob Stefanski.
Yeah, with 13% in. What the
New
fuck?
Hampshire, we can project that Republican Governor Chris Sununu will win a 4th term. And Dana, he's been on the show with you a number of times, with you and Bill. He also possibly.
Dude, that's like that Arizona thing, though.
Well, he might. So there was a heavy attempt to recruit him to run for the Senate. And
yeah, that's always been crazy to me how they could call it with such a small amount of the vote, and you know, like Connecticut at 13%, Texas at 40%. Beta was only like 20% down. I mean, it's like the Arizona thing last time. So what do we got for Oz and Fetterman right now?
For Senate.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Herschel at 47.
Herschel at 47. 50% per.
Shit, that means he like lost some.
No, it was just at 36% to 65. So now the live update is that he's at 47%.
I thought they were both at like 48
No.
and 9 before.
Well, that might have been earlier, but then it hit another stride, and then it was at 37, 65, and then now it went 51 to 47.
Pennsylvania.
Oh no, I think I'm confusing. Yeah, you're right. It was. Yeah, so he's currently losing because this is the Oz.
It's increasing though. Like his deficit's like less.
Pennsylvania is still 14%. North Carolina for the Senate
so far 60%. So good. Texas, Florida red, Arizona. Let's go. Yeah, Arizona and PA and Georgia. That's gonna be it. That's it right there. And Nevada. Those are the crucial ones.
North Carolina is Ted Budd currently at 60% reporting. North Carolina is going to be a tight race. It's 49 to 48%, but it's currently red. Again, that's for Senate. Governor, New Hampshire, we're still waiting more for Vermont. For governor for Georgia, Brian Kemp has 51%, and that's 57% voting in. Texas still has 39% reporting in, and again, that's already been declared through the news, but not officially on other things. Here we go. House still has 70 for Republicans, 39 for Dems. Senate, again, still at 40 and 39. Want to check out a different news outlet?
Yeah, let's check CNN.
See what they got going on here. Let's see what they're saying quick on Walker.
Yeah.
Get out here.
Hey, one thing, Bill.
Yes, go ahead.
There's a libertarian in that race, in the Senate race, that's getting 3 times the vote of the libertarian in the governor's race in Georgia. I mean, I don't know if that factors in, but there is a difference there.
Yeah, and it could take some votes away. We're going to see. I can't reflect that on the board behind you. But listen, a point could be significant, right? Can I show you what's happening in Ohio before I kick it back over there real quick? Here is Ohio. Here is Ryan and Vance. Guys, we got a race here.
CNN Live.
That's crazy. JD Vance is close.
The Democratic governor in the middle of the country in this time of year. Then you move up here to Nebraska, 23% of the vote. The Democrat is leading, but slow down in the sense that look at where the vote's coming in. Omaha, Lincoln, the Democratic areas. There's a whole lot of rural red Republican Kansas to still come in. A race that Republicans had hoped to make more competitive at the moment with about 40% of the vote in. The incumbent Democrat, Jared Polis, leading at the moment in Colorado. Interesting to watch if that plays out in tandem with the Senate race. We talked about that dynamic in Georgia, in New Hampshire. Other words, what happens to the governor vis-a-vis the Senate candidate in Colorado? They are both of the same party. Then we come down, just one more quick one in New Mexico. The governor, Michelle Lujan Grisham, running comfortably ahead, but very early votes coming in so far, Jake, only in Democratic areas. But the governor's race is, again, always critical for state issues, all the more important because of threats to democracy and the Supreme Court sending abortion rights back to the states.
All right, John King, thanks so much. And CNN has some more projections. Right now, CNN is projecting that incumbent Senator John Bozeman from Arkansas will be reelected. He defeats Net.
I just want to see Pennsylvania, Georgia. I want to hear like
it's back before the holidays.
Oz commercial breakdown.
Polis will win a second term as Colorado governor.
We'll keep an eye on the Senate race there as well. That's going to be a tight one. Too early to call for the governor's race in Georgia.
That's
and
interesting.
in the Senate race as well. Too early to call. Remember the 50% rule. These are just early results, but you have to get to 50% or it goes to a runoff on December 6th. So we will continue to watch watch those results
I
roll
want to
in.
bring in Chuck right now, talk a little bit more about Georgia. We had that storyline.
This guy's usually good.
There's still some underperformance here, and you see, I love this because I want to go to Walker County when we're talking about Herschel Walker. This is one of these red counties, but the point is that I kind of want to keep you doing, first of all, across the board. This is, remember, Biden carried the state across the board. I've noticed a pattern here. Walker in general is running about a point behind Trump's number in Georgia. Trump lost Georgia, so you don't want to run a point behind at this point on that front. And let me just show you how far behind he's running Kemp and all these counties, about 5 points. But in most of these cases now, as you could say, most of it is not skipping. You're seeing it in Warnock, and then about 1 out of 5 ticket splitters end up in the Libertarian column. I've noticed in many of these. But look, we still got a long way to go. I just wanted to go to a complete county to show you a county that we're close to being complete, just to show you what the pattern is. And let me just tell you what's still left to count so you know what we think is remaining. We still think there's more election day vote that's coming. That's advantage Walker, but we still think there's still a bunch of early vote to come too. And when you look around at what's left in here, there's still plenty of vote in the Atlanta suburbs that needs to come in for Warnock. And then there's all sorts of stuff here. So we got Georgia's going to be a long night. I think Georgia's going to be.
It's all going to come out of Fulton County because all these districts around Atlanta have like 20,000 people in it per, but Fulton County has like 700 or like maybe even over 1 million people in it. And that's always the last one to be counted.
Let's see what it.
That's the Georgia summary.
On Senate, right? You're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, can you click on counties on that?
Oh no.
That's why I like the Politico map. I think that's open though, the Georgia for the Politico. Yeah, that one's definitely open.
Which one?
On one of those tabs.
Georgia, yeah.
Yeah, just refresh it. Can you hover over it?
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to be seen as far as for them.
Just go to Fulton County. Oh, let me see the mouse. I know where it is. So Fulton County is like where Atlanta is, and where is it? Right here we go.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be able to see there.
So it's like last time, for example, Warnock got 49, or right now, like Warnock has 234,000 votes to 71,000 votes for Herschel Walker. He's outpacing them 75% in Fulton County. So as much as it's nice that Herschel wins these like smaller districts by like 70, 80%, there's only like 20,000 people per in those things. Oh, that's better.
Yep.
There's like only 20,000 people per in a lot of these red spots, but like in Fulton County, there's hundreds of thousands of people. In Cobb County, there's like, again, hundreds of thousands of people. And if you're losing by, 60 to 70% in those counties, you're gonna get smoked. So that's the real tail of the tape and battle of what's going to really decide this race. Same thing in Pennsylvania with Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. It's like, what's the split for those big cities? Is it 60% or is it 52%?
That angle.
It's like, when it goes out of focus, it does it a lot better.
Or like even the tilt in the camera.
Oh yeah, true. So keep up with the comments. I keep missing. What we got here?
So far, so good. Texas red, Florida red. Let's go Arizona and
Yeah, Warnock's an extremist. I mean, that was funny. He got caught up in that whole slumlording thing. Did you see that? Make down all around this thing.
Okay. We're up to date on the comments.
All right.
For voting almost in lockstep, essentially, with the Democratic White House and Democratic majorities in Congress. And contrasting that with Kirsten Sinema,
this is a big race.
A little bit more
of
an approach in which she pushed back against some of the Democratic agenda items. But when you're looking looking at Mark Kelly, he is somebody who has garnered support here in the state. Of course, the husband of Gabby Giffords, and he has tried to make the case on a myriad of issues that he has represented Arizona independently. Blake Masters is heavily focused on the border. In fact, I was just down there when he was campaigning on Friday, really highlighting.
See, I think Masters wins Arizona just because of how, like I said, how much of a star Kerry Lake is. You know, like they've been doing a lot of campaigning together, and if you're going there to vote for Kerry Lake, which I think a lot of people from, J.D. Vance winning in Ohio. Let's check that out. Fox is probably talking about it. I doubt the CNN is talking about it. CNN's like, there's still 1% left to vote. Oh, wait, I clicked on CNN by accident.
2,000, yeah. The Republican candidate for governor just shy of 44%,
Oh, actually,
327,000 if you round that up a little bit.
See if they talk about Oz.
Bring it over to the Senate race now, and you just see John Fetterman running behind, underperforming his Democratic ticket mate, if you will. They're both statewide office holders, by the way. Josh Shapiro.
All right, he's closing the gap a little bit.
Lieutenant.
Yeah, you know Dr. Oz is running?
No, I didn't know Dr. Oz. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, the TV guy.
That's funny.
Are you seeing the JD Vance thing on the TV channel? Who's a Joe? Where are you seeing the who's a? We're all eyes on you. Just on Google.
Okay. Let me see.
All right, let's
All
see,
right,
let's
here
see
we
the
go.
news feed.
I got you. Here we go. We're gonna refresh it quick. And who was it? Who was in?
JD Vance for Ohio.
Ohio. Yeah, 45% in for Ohio.
Didn't call it though on ours.
It hasn't called it on
Does it say it on,
ours.
like, the news feed?
No, it says the lead.
Like, just type it in on Google, see if it comes up like with headlines and shit.
For
say JD Vance, Ohio.
JD Vance, Ohio.
And click news. Click news up there.
What?
Click news next to all.
No.
Yeah, I don't see any headlines about him winning it.
No, it's winning. Yes, correct.
Oh, winning.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, correct.
Sorry, I thought you said win the whole time.
No. Yes, you're correct. He's JD Vance is currently up with 45% of voted.
Well, it really went down a rabbit hole there.
Yeah. JD Vance currently in with 51%, 51.5. Oh, it just updated again, 51.6. Tim Ryan at 48.4.
Yeah, that seems to be the trend that these races are jumping out to a big Democrat lead early and then pull back from Republicans. Now I wonder, how many of these states are going to drag this out for days with the mail-in thing? That's going to be the next component of this. What kind of picture of the results are we going to have by midnight tonight? What else we got? Yeah, I got you. Who's my bet on that?
As far as total Senate, still sitting at 39 Dems. You can see it up on the screen. 40% for Republicans. House, we're looking at 45 for Dems. We're looking at 76 for Republicans. They still have gained 2 seats, and Dems have lost 3 seats. So they lost 1 probably to the other party, I'm assuming. Governors is still around.
All right, so let's pull up some Fox or CNN.
All right.
I like these poll breakdowns they do. Like I said,
jumping alive here. We're a little behind on it.
In the party, the populists, I think, have the edge right now. But again, it's a long night ahead.
It is, and it's great to have you here. Joining us is Republican National Committee Chair Ron McDaniel. Thanks so much for being here. Your initial impressions of tonight.
Well, I think it's going to be a long night. I think your analysis has been spot on, but I do think looking at Florida, where we were 4 years ago was in recount territory for Rick Scott and Ron DeSantis, both of them within 1%. And to see what we have seen tonight
That's true.
really is a seismic shift. And I think a lot of that's going to come from the Hispanic population. The RNC's had community centers in Miami-Dade for over a year. We've really engaged with the Hispanic population in Florida on top of voter registration efforts, coupled with the Florida GOP and the DeSantis team and Rick Scott and Marco Rubio. I think that's a huge, huge win. What's happening in Virginia looks really good, but we've got a long night to go. I'm very optimistic.
Ronna, what about the Senate races when you look at those tonight? What are your thoughts?
I think they're all going to be tight. We're seeing Clark County have some pretty good numbers for Republicans. We'll see if that holds. A lot of it's going to come down to election day vote. You look at Pennsylvania right now, all you're seeing right now is the absentee voting coming in. Democrats get a huge lead in Pennsylvania on absentee, and Republicans vote on election day. I was there this morning. And then Ted Budd, I think, is doing really well in North Carolina. He's going to pull that off. I think JD, we have most of the absentee in Ohio. We're getting election day vote now. I think he's going to come up. It's going to be a tight night, and I think Georgia, Walker's doing well. It's going back and forth, but I think we end up picking up at least one seat in the Senate, flipping the Senate and the House.
We talked about the New York governor's race, and we said Lee Zeldin, he's going to be the first Republican to carry Staten Island in a governor's race since 2002.
Since
It's after the fact,
2002.
obviously, the issues. When you look at the issues that played well for Republicans and ones where you think you lost a little ground in some of these races, how do you see it?
Yeah, so I was in New York this week, actually, with Kevin McCarthy, campaigning for
Who's in New
Anthony
York right
D'Esposito, George Santos, and that.
You'll be able to hear it
Long
still in the
Island area.
background.
I couldn't believe how many Zeldin signs there
New
were.
York.
We're hearing about really strong turnout in Suffolk and Nassau, but across the state, people were telling us we need Lee
New York
Zeldin,
for
and the
Senate?
crime issue
Yeah.
is so
I mean, not no
present
governor.
on the mind of New Yorkers. And Lee, I think he can win.
14%.
But I also think he's going to help.
It's not terrible. 66% Hochul's up.
68%.
68%. So 68 to 31 for Hochul in New York.
The rest of the country can
That's
get
going to
this
be a
right.
long one before that's
The
determined.
Democrats.
For New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's shoot over to put up volume.
And
Let's
that
shoot
should
over
be the
to.
model for the country. We shouldn't be having to wait weeks to get.
We're gonna shoot over to CNN.
Yeah, they're usually doing the board. I like that more.
Scranton.
Yeah, here we
and
go.
Harrisburg. Now, Scranton is Trump won Scranton, even though it's the birthplace of Joe Biden. He won the county. But because Fetterman does have this statewide
He's not actually from
and
Scranton.
ID and image as a blue-collar Democrat, does he outperform? Again, he won't win Scranton, but does he improve the margins?
So if you come back to 2020.
Exactly.
Closing in 23 minutes.
It's exactly what I said before. It's about how much how small the loss is rather than like winning these big counties.
He did carry it in 2020, but you raised a key point in the sense that what Fetterman is trying to do, I was talking about what needle does Oz have to thread here? What Fetterman is trying to thread, we can skip to the House.
Let's congratulate
the
the Senate.
Senate. What the needle Fetterman is trying to do is run it up in the blue areas and then cut into the Trump support in places, this is Latrobe. Latrobe is here where Oz was at the rally. Fetterman lives right here. And so he wants to be the guy who can, yes, get blue collar.
Oh no.
That's loud. We have two computers on it.
Democratic votes, but
Take
also
your phone off Wi-Fi.
Republican votes. The white working class voters who've abandoned the Democrats. So I talked about the needles Oz wants to thread. You raised the other one, which is can Fetterman cut into the Trump base a little bit by saying, "Hey, I'm one of you." That's his whole thing about I'm one of you. Fetterman, Oz is from New Jersey. You want to vote for me because I understand your issues. I have a steel tank outside my window, a steel plant outside my window, which happens to be true.
Yeah, crazy
Fetterman's
Fetterman.
case in Braddock. And that's his needle. We're a couple hours away from.
I refuse to believe that
We'll
Fetterman
figure out
has a
if that works.
chance.
Now, let's talk about competitive seats because we're looking at 82 competitive seats. Of the 82, 47 of them, the voting has ended, and they are too early to call. 47 of them. Democrats are leading in 34 of those 47 competitive seats. Republicans are leading in 13 of the 47 competitive seats. Again, we know right now that a lot of what we're seeing is the early vote. But let's talk about these competitive races.
Right, and if that kind of math holds up, Democrats at home would say 47 to 13. That's great. It's good, and it would defy historical averages. But that would still, if that math holds up right there, when you're calling the races, then you still have a narrow, a Republican majority because they only need a net gain of 5. But if you're looking as we go through the night, your Democrats are saying, okay, where are we now, as opposed to where we were earlier? You just look. Jared Golden has pulled into the lead in Maine. Again, this district has ranked choice voting. It could be days longer, much longer, before we get a final result. But again, if you're a Democrat, you're thinking this is one of those districts.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to focus on is what's happening in Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and then like Fulton and Cobb County. That's going to be the story of the night. So let's check that again because so I want to see the margins between 2020 and 2022 for like those counties in Philadelphia and Georgia. Let me do it.
You have it right here.
Yeah, there we go. Came prepared.
All right.
So highlight over. Highlight over. I'll do it.
Who are you trying to highlight over?
It's just Pittsburgh and Philadelphia.
Pittsburgh.
So Pittsburgh, as you can see, Allegheny County, Biden won it.
I'm doing it so that they can see.
All right, Pittsburgh. Biden won 59% to 39% in 2020. So now let's see what the ratio is compared to 2022. Go to the Senate one.
Here.
Politico.
Politico.
That's the 2021.
There's the 2022.
Does it have the map?
No.
Here, let me see.
This is live updates from 2022.
Let me try and check.
Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia. That's Georgia.
All the way to the left is.
Here's Pennsylvania.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So right now it's a 72% ratio with yeah, that's not good.
Fetterman.
Yeah, Fetterman holds. That's like a way better ratio than in what's Arizona. Where was that one we just opened? So yeah, like I just said, like Pittsburgh had 20 in 2020. They had 59% of the vote in Allegheny County. So that's 72% ratio.
Yeah, whereas in 2020 it was 59-39.
Yeah, so right now it's at 72% instead of 59%. Go to Philadelphia County.
Philadelphia County?
Yeah, just to the right. To the right. Yeah, that one. So yeah, Philadelphia County in 2020 was 81% in Biden's favor. So let's see, and it's 600,000 votes. So, and I think it's got to be like one of these ones. That was 2022.
Over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And highlight same one.
Oh, there it is.
All right, yeah, and right now, so Fetterman's at 85% in this Philadelphia County. So
now again, but though to keep in mind, Philadelphia County does only have 22% of votes in. So I mean that could change at any moment.
Yeah, you just want to see that ratio go down. Like if the ratio goes down like 1 or 2% from what it was like the other time, then that's a good sign because like the total in that race is what like 50 to 49.
Yeah.
Like for the entire presidential race in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Let's see quick. I think it was that. Yeah, so the entire race was like 50% to 48.8%. So that's why it's so important to base these like small like margins of like victory for like the bigger counties. Like how big of a win is it compared to last time?
Vegas before this all started.
Race between Herschel and Warnock is so close. Let's check that out. Yeah, that one's getting intense. Georgia's always crazy.
See if we get out.
Yeah, it always screws up the focus.
All right. Here we go.
Jeez.
Oh wow, 63% reporting in from Georgia.
Herschel took the lead though.
Herschel takes the lead.
49.1.
Wow. That is tight.
See if they're doing a breakdown on it. We're gonna have to do the same thing we just did for Pennsylvania for Georgia. Like after we see if there's a breakdown.
They were going to take from us at the moment.
This is from CNN.
Democrat right
So
now
I should
holding
get
on to
out,
a
so-
76,000 vote advantage
There it
over
is.
Tim Michaels with 21% of the vote in Wisconsin. We want to send it over to Dana Bash now, who has some analysis for us. Dana.
Thanks so much, Boris. And that number that you showed in Wisconsin, there are so many races there that we're watching tonight, such a battleground. But let's go back to the pair of firsts that Boris was talking about.
Oh,
Governor's
geez, get out.
mansions.
This is some
We're gonna
fucking
have
woke
Democrat
shit.
in the Governor's mansion again, and in Maryland, in Massachusetts.
Yeah, they're doing some woke shit.
Yeah,
They're about to
let's
talk
go,
about the first ever blah blah blah.
Go faster.
Fox. All right, commercial. Where's the mouse at?
Who do you want to go to?
Dude, like so basically what we just did for Pennsylvania, do for Georgia. The tab should be open.
All right, here we go. Pennsylvania, Georgia. Okay, that's currently right now.
All right, so highlight Fulton and Cobb County.
Fulton.
What's the ratio?
Cobb County.
57% for Warnock.
56% of votes is in as Warnock up by 57 to 39%.
All right, so Cobb, or that was Fulton or Cobb?
That was Cobb.
All right, so Fulton County.
Fulton County.
75%. So yeah, Fulton County is huge because like 234,000 votes right, just from like what 6.3 of the or 63% of the vote being in.
63.
But yeah, that's the biggest county, and he's at a 75% ratio right now. So let's see what it was in 2020. Phone alarm.
Also for Chapman, Savannah, 67% of the votes is in, and you have 62 to 36%. In Augusta, Richmond County, you have 79% of votes, and 68% is going to Warnock.
Yeah, those aren't like as much of needle movers.
Here we go. We're trying to do Georgia, right?
Yep. There we go.
Here we go.
All right, so Fulton Cobb 2020, the ratio was
Fulton
72% for Biden, and then Cobb was 56%. So what was it just now? It was do you remember?
No, I have to go back to it.
So it's 56 to 83 for this one that we just did.
Yeah. So currently for Cobb, it's 57 to 39. And where's Fulton? Fulton 73 to 26. So that's clearly a big margin difference.
What was it in the 2020? Was it 80%?
No, it was 72 to 26 in Fulton. So
it's about the same.
Fulton's staying about the same, but Cobb was 56 to 42. That's the big.
I thought Cobb was also in the 50s for the one we just looked at.
No, hold on.
I thought it was like 55.
Fulton, you said, right?
Cobb. So
57,
yeah, so they're both about the same.
About the same.
So yeah, we're like, look what the fucking end of the thing was. It was 49% to 48% in 2020. So that's why it's like,
And
still,
it's a toss up.
That was the score for that one. Go back to 2020, just for like the ratio of the entire thing. But yeah, like so, it's like playing out the same with the same ratios.
Yeah.
And the final result was 49.5 to 49.3 in 2020. So that's the type of situation we're heading for in Georgia.
Yeah. Georgia's about to be very much same.
And that's why like 0.5% in a big county like Fulton County can make such a difference. And if you like just like a few more people like don't go out and vote.
All right, live updates as far as from Google updates. We got the Senate still 39 to 40.
Is this one refreshed?
Yeah, I just refreshed it again. Live update at 8:47 p.m. Senate still looking 39 to 40. House is 82 to 47. And governor 17 to 10.
All right.
For governor's race in Texas, 44%.
It was called already, right?
Yeah, but 44% is in of the voting, and it's 54 to 44. Yeah, so now you can kind of see.
See, that's the thing. Like, it's just like certain places try to call to like get ahead of it. Like Google's even called it.
Yeah, there's still a lot of toss-ups.
Oh, what did New York say?
What?
What did New York say?
New York for governor's race is 65 to 34%, but only 21% of reporting has been in.
See, I always say like a million screenshots, like when the times I'm doing this for myself, because like I like to see like how much of has like was by last time.
And then again, you can see now for governor's race, Vermont has been called red, New Hampshire has been called red, Massachusetts has been blue, Rhode Island has been called blue. Connecticut still hasn't been called because there's only 17% of reporting, and net is up 54 to 44. So Connecticut is still not even close to being called. Again, this is for governor.
What's happening in Iowa?
Maryland has been called blue. Ohio has been called red. Iowa, Iowa.
I meant to say Ohio.
Iowa has been called by 13% already red.
He's down still too.
And he's down and he's been called. All right. Ohio's been called red for governor.
We all get Senate for Ohio.
Senate. Here we go. Ohio red leads.
Ooh, JD Vance in the tight one. We got. Let's see. All right, let's check out a similar ratio for. Why hasn't Michigan had anything come in yet? I just thought of that.
Michigan doesn't have anything for
That's
Senate.
weird.
Michigan
For
has
governor.
Yeah, for Michigan for
those are
House.
Yeah,
Went to
House.
the Democrat Party, and then governor for Michigan is currently leading blue.
Oh, it's only
13%.
53 to 44 though, and like with the trend that we've seen tonight, where like Democrats start off the lead because I guess they have more early voting. That's pretty good ratio that Tudor Dixon has there at 44% of the vote with 13% of the vote reported. Because like for Herschel and for Herschel and for Oz, they were down by way more the first hour of their voting coming in.
Yeah. Trying to see who else. Iowa's called with 13%, even though they're losing, which makes no sense. Arkansas 36%, gone through already to red, but it's pretty big. Tennessee up and called. North Carolina has nothing. How's North Carolina going with the Senate? North Carolina is 68% reporting now. And Ted Budd is up on lead now. I believe earlier he was down, if I'm not wrong, when I was saying that I was surprised they were going to go red with that.
Yeah, he's trending up, it looks like.
Yeah. Northeast for Senate has gone, looks like blue all the way with Blumenthal.
Fuck Blumenthal.
Yeah.
All right, so let's check out they're still in Arizona. So let's check out the Michigan and getting governor's race compared to the 2021 because I want to see what the ratios are looking like on that.
For governor?
Yeah, so same thing as before, like how we did with Michigan and Georgia. Just do that for for Pennsylvania and Georgia. Do that for Michigan now.
Okay.
Like the 2020.
Yeah.
So come down to Detroit for that one.
So Michigan.
Go to like that, the Detroit area. Let's focus on Detroit. So Detroit, same story.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can zoom into it, but.
So 68% of the Detroit vote went to Biden. That's 597,000 people. Let's see what the ratio is for this one right now.
I'm trying to see if we have Michigan up. If not, I'm just gonna have to look it up quick, which is fine.
Yeah, I thought I pulled it up like earlier.
No, I think you started to here.
Oh yeah, there you go. So just put in for 22 because we just looked at 2020.
That's not what we wanted.
Just type in Michigan 2022 voting map.
There we go.
No map?
No map.
Come on.
Why does it do it for some and not for others?
Yeah, there's got to be some reason that's not coming up here because they have this every year usually. Check out their websites. They'll probably do it on something.
Yeah.
Go back to that list of the what came up.
Hold on. I think I figured out why. There it is.
Oh,
So
sweet.
you got to click on the one you want. All right, now we're
We're
done.
reporting for Detroit yet?
As far as this goes, Detroit, Wayne County.
Exactly right there. 52% is in for Whitmer from Detroit County.
Again, that's 1% of voting for that county. But
Whatever that ratio is, though, that's going to be everything. Yeah. Like, what was the ratio before?
Let's go look at comments. Nothing. Okay.
Next round of polls closing in 7 minutes. Wait.
No. 68-30.
Yeah, exactly. So, even though it's only 1% of the vote in right now, it's a 52% margin right now compared to 68% in 2020. So, if she could hold that pace, like even a little bit, Tudor Dixon has a serious chance of winning Michigan, which would be sick because screw Gretchen Whitmer.
All right, let's look at CNN quick, and then
we're told that all of those problems have been resolved, but as you know, the polls did close at 7 p.m. And we have heard from the chairman of the county board of supervisors who apologized for the problems that happened earlier in the
Maricopa
day,
County
because
shit.
every single vote will be counted, rest assured. He wanted to make sure that voters knew that very clearly. In about 6 minutes, we are going to have some of those first results just rolling in. And remember that in this county, about 85% of people vote early. And so those vote counts that you start hearing in just a bit here are going to be from early voters, people who came to the polls before today or who mailed in their ballots as well. And so that is what you're going to start hearing. By Friday, we should have early votes, about 95 to 99% of those votes counted, and we will know what those numbers are.
All right, don't hear anyone.
So the games begin.
Just saying that it's a perception of crime and not looking at what people are really feeling. I know, PJ, you're on this side and you have your feelings about crime. You're an independent, by the way.
Yes, sir.
Independent. I'm a bar owner in the suburbs, but I also teach culinary and inner city school that I just left. Lost 3 students in less than that many years of my students. The school has lost more than that.
Yeah, that's kind of boring.
It's tragic. I don't know the answer to it, but I know what's going on right now.
Laws in the country.
All right, we've got more poll closings in just a moment, including all important Nevada. Hang in there. We'll be back.
This is decision 2022.
That'll be interesting.
Power on it.
All right. So we got plenty of these city things to look at.
Okay, what do you want?
Let's go with
take this. Herschel Walker is leading.
Hell yeah. What's he at now?
49.7%.
All right, so Herschel's lead is growing. Hell yeah. He was at I think they were both at 49% before.
He's crept up on Cobb.
What's the Fulton County ratio?
Still huge.
75%. So what was the last time again? I think it was in the 60s last time.
No, it's at the same thing. It was literally 74 to 24 or something like that.
1% though is a big deal at that.
Yeah. Cobb. I was taking pictures.
That's what I'm saying. When I always did this in the past, I'd take infinite screenshots on my phone to see what the ratio was and then what the changes.
Okay. And we're gonna get some more stuff too. So, okay.
So Fulton County 2020 was 75% to Warnock. Oh wait, this is 2022 right now. So yes. Warnock's up 75% in Fulton County. What was the Fulton County ratio in 2020? It should still be up. Fulton County 2020 was a 72% ratio. So if Fulton County, if that margin can come down from 75 to under 72%, I think Herschel's got it.
Let's look at anything.
Huckleberry, with today's technology, we still have these kind of issues. Absolutely insane. Whispering shenanigans. Yeah, 100%. It's insane. I mean, I keep saying, I think blockchain technology is the way to go. Because I don't know if you know about the crypto technology with blockchain specifically, how it works like a ledger that you can see everything that's ever been done on it. But I think that's exactly the type of thing we need for voting. Something where everybody just has to use their social security number and they can just do it from their phone and it's secure. It's something that could be audited and seen. Can they have a better way to do it? Because anytime you leave it up to a corporation or people with just human interests and whatnot, then it's like just human nature for that to get bad.
Update on the governor is up to 25. It was at 17% before, I believe, if I'm not wrong. And it has
Zeldin's creeping.
Zeldin's at 35 and
Oh my
Kathy's
God.
at 64. So again, it's a slow creep, but it's happening.
I wish they had a map of
Still
New York.
25%.
You couldn't find a map of New York in Politico, right?
No, actually, now that yeah, we will be able to. Give me 1 second. New York, 2022.
Because you gotta do like the city thing.
What is it? With Zeldin?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we have figured this out.
So scroll down quick and see like what the biggest county is. It should say in that list down there.
Albany County. 0% of the votes from Albany and Allegheny County. Both are top two.
I don't think that's like the big one though. It's like Manhattan or something. That's like the biggest county.
Bronx County.
No. Type in on like in the next box. What's the biggest county in New York? Like your biggest voting district.
Kings County looks like New York City. Well, okay.
Like it's gonna be on Manhattan.
Okay, so New York City in general is broken down. What we can see here is 3 counties. So you got Bronx County coming in for 77% to 22% blue in favor of that. Queens County 63.8% blue to 36.2, and then we got Kings County in favor again of blue 73.5 to 26.
All right, let's not go through all of them. Let's go to the one from 2020 and see like what the biggest numbers were, like the biggest kind of like we did last time, because it's like there's so much shit that you have to remember that it's like optimal to focus on the biggest one for each. You know, because it's like most cities, it's like one spot and has like a couple million people, and the rest are like
so we're gonna
a fraction of it.
So we're gonna have to do
New York 2020 election map.
2020 New York election map.
There we go. All right. And I think if you scroll down, there's a list showing like which one had the biggest one. Is it Broome County? Bronx County looks pretty big. Keep scrolling. Let's see if there's something in the millions. Oh, yeah, Seattle County.
So Seattle County is 62, so it's showing you the top. Yeah.
Oh, I saw some big ones. I saw like 700,000 somewhere. Yeah.
Kings County. So that's the one I was looking at before.
Yeah, on that strip.
On that strip. Bronx County, 355. So yeah, it's the, and then Richmond County, I think it was.
Yeah.
Richmond.
I know they're all big.
Queens County 5. Yeah. So that whole borough, the borough that I was showing is the one. That
No, I know it's that one. I was just wanting to know like the biggest one, so we don't have to like look at all of them.
So it's that borough is going to be the biggest. Let's see if I could sign out. Get here. There we go. So I get. That doesn't work for that. Okay, so
Kings County, 700.
Kings County.
It's about 1 million people.
Yeah, it was about 1,900,000. It was in favor of Biden by 77%.
So that's a good one to focus on, I guess, because it's 1 million
Kings
people.
County,
Yeah, there was 77% for Biden. So what's that right now? Did they count it yet? For Zeldin?
New York County, another big one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
New York currently, you're saying which one?
For Zeldin, for Kings County, what's the ratio?
Kings County, 73 to 26.
See, there you go. That's a big deal.
With 43% of voting. Yeah.
That's a huge deal that he's doing 5% better in New York's biggest county than Trump did.
A lot of the ones that are coming in haven't given absolutes yet for New York. Any county has not been. No county in New York has been absolute yet for a one.
Let's look at that again. See how much red there is in New York last time, and see if there's any like new red spots.
Where's that?
Like New York from last time. Let's see like what it was. Yeah, the one we were just on. Over.
Oh no.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, I want to see if there's any like new red spots in New York from like then versus now.
I take a picture, and then we can compare it. No,
Right.
Oh, there it is. So as of right now, we're kind of comparing here, so can't really tell, but comparing to the last one that we were just seeing,
like this spot right. I'm pointing it on here. I'm just looking.
Okay.
So like that spot right there is red right now.
So no, it was. So counties over here, I'm gonna kind of try to go zoom in a little over here, point at it right there from there.
Yeah.
Those bottom two. So you got New York City. These two here were typically in the Biden and Trump was red, and now they're blue. This one was blue, and now it's red.
Huh.
And it looks like this county right here was red, and now it's blue. It's kind of county shifts there. Albany, no, we still don't have Syracuse. Around Syracuse. Oh, wow, look, again, Syracuse currently right here. These two counties around Syracuse were red and now are blue. So,
I bet there's like 2,000 people in those ones.
Yeah, would be interesting.
Let's see.
Yeah,
see.
20% voting in is
All right.
Yeah,
It's
so
like
you don't
maybe
really.
10,000.
Yeah, Rochester last time was blue. Oh no, well, Monroe County. We still don't know that. Okay.
Yeah, I think the strips, like peninsula is the big thing to focus on because, like, you know, just the cities like smash everything else into oblivion with their margins. You know, it's like you could have all the like suburban middle class people in the world vote Republican, but you know, unless like the cities like has a lack of motivation to vote Democrat or a reason to vote against them.
If anybody on the chat can update us on when the new polls are coming out, if you happen to hear it, let us know. Since we're kind of jumping around here a bit.
The great Huckleby said the great Walker sticking with Warnock is pretty awesome. Yeah, it is awesome. It's almost looking like I think he's going to pull ahead. I mean, we're really watching the Fulton County ratios for Georgia super closely because, you know, like I think it's just the margins in these big cities that you have to focus on compared to like the last election. Because I think we said right now Herschel is losing by 77% in Fulton County versus 75% in 2020. So if he could get that number down to under 75%, then he could have a great chance of winning.
There it is, a little better for you. Again, for 66% reporting in from Georgia, Herschel Walker is up 49.1%.
Let's do the Fulton check again.
Okay. And that is the difference between that is a 5,000 count. Again, we're going to do Georgia, you said. Georgia 22.
Brand, you said I was anxious earlier. I think it's looking better as time goes on. I think so too. I think that it seems like the early vote was like big on Democrat for some reason, and then they started counting Republican votes today. But I'm wondering what's going to happen with this mail-in thing. That's really what I've been worried about ever since Biden said that the other day.
Okay, so I did take a picture of this earlier. Let's see if there's any difference here.
So right now in Fulton County, Warnock has 75.6% of the vote with 63% in.
Oh, okay, so that hasn't changed. So
it's exactly the same.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. 62% of voting. It's literally exactly the same.
And what was the other year for the 2020 year for this one? Yeah, I know it's a lot of flipping around.
It's 72.
72. Yeah, so Warnock is still doing 3% better than Biden did in 2020.
And then Cobb, he's doing.
Oh, you know what?
less.
I forgot Warnock ran for Senate in 2020. That we should look at the Georgia Senate map for Warnock in 2020. That'd be a better comparison.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is the Senate race with Kelly Loeffler and Raphael Warnock from 2020. We're gonna look at Fulton County, that race compared to right now.
So in Cobb County, he won it by 37%.
Yeah, that's tough because there's
That's
four
tough.
people in
There's
it.
four people.
There's
It
a
was
runoff
so
race.
long.
What's Fulton say? Is it anything different?
He had 146,000 votes, which is pretty much what he's coming up on. He has 128 right now. So it'd be interesting to see if he breaks that. Of course, there's more breakdown between more other people. But as far as uniting the Dems, that means he had 167,000 votes. Rough estimate, again, it's a little more. 170,000 votes for Dems. And for Republicans, you had, rough estimate again, about 150,000, and Walker's at 91,000 for Cobb County. What do you say, Fulton?
So yeah, let's just add like the two
exactly,
Democrats.
The two Dems, exactly.
So he has 58 or about 59%.
29,000 here. I know about 300,000 in Fulton County. So that means he's creeping up on that for Dem votes. And yeah, he's behind on Republican votes on that. Okay. Let's go real quick to the news. I know it's just because it's coming up here quick. Let's check out what they're saying quick.
We'll be looking at a red wave. Right now, though, at least on the East Coast, we have not seen that. Still time to go, but we'll watch how this rolls in.
Nice job. Let's make a call. The Fox News Decision Desk can call the Republican State Attorney General in Missouri. Eric Schmidt will be the next senator from Missouri.
That's on. I'll take it.
Treated Bush Valentine. This is the seat to replace retiring Senator Roy Blunt. A couple other things. Ohio. The senior advanced strategist
Ew, Gore Bush 2024.
in their mind was
what are you talking about?
Meat Poppy.
We're still hitting our numbers. So they are talking very.
All right, Vance is looking good.
Ohio.
53% up with 67% in.
This is from the Fetterman campaign.
Oh yeah, there we go. Fetterman. Excuse me. Oz is creeping up in Fetterman. 46% now.
Where they say that Mehmet Oz is underperforming Trump from 2020. There's a Forest Elk in Wyoming. That's
41% in.
Again, that's early 41%.
We got to keep an eye on the Philadelphia and Pittsburgh.
Guy who may know something about Virginia.
Yep, Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin joins us now. He rode a red wave into office last year. He's been campaigning.
Let's check that again. Let's check that because there's a lot of data came in from Pennsylvania.
Let's check that real quick. See you now.
You Democrats, you don't see the blowout here. Incomplete. A lot of votes to count still.
Right. I guess the most accurate thing you could say is there are a lot of Democrats in Washington, D.C. They were holding their breath, thinking that there was going to be a lot more red on this map.
48 minutes till the next poll. So
yeah. All right,
let's go real quick to live updates here that it could tell us a little better. You want to go to
I want the Pennsylvania comp. Just like let's focus on Philadelphia County because it's like the less shit you have to focus on, the better. So Philadelphia County in 2020 compared to right now, what's the ratio?
Pennsylvania, and you want to count what?
Philadelphia County, like all the way to the right. Like right here. Yeah, there you go. Boom. So Philadelphia County, 82% to Fetterman right now. Wow. And what was it to Biden in 2020?
There we go.
And it was 81% to Biden in 2020. So that number just needs to come down a little bit for Fetterman. If just a little bit more of the ratio of the Philadelphia County voted for Oz.
Well, he's currently up with 30% of it coming in.
Who's that?
Compared to Trump.
Oz?
Yeah.
No, it's Montgomery County you were looking at that time.
Oh, yeah, 16% to 82. Yeah, 16 to 82.
Yeah. What about Pittsburgh?
16 to 82. Oh, yeah.
You read Delaware again.
60. So he's down 1%. So 1% up there would help him out.
Yeah.
Again, here we go. Oh, we're starting to get into it. All right, we don't really need New York anymore. We've already kind of talked about that. Is that correct?
For the governor's race?
Yeah, we're starting to have a couple too many tabs.
Yeah. Well, you can close out those first Vegas ones.
Okay. Gone. What do you have?
I think that's you close that out.
Odds. Close. Arizona elections.
I guess you close Arizona until it's getting counted.
Arizona's coming up soon, though.
You vote for Lee Zeldin? Good stuff. You live in New York, McPoppy?
For coolest name. Like, let's.
And he almost got stabbed too, so you gotta give him credit for that. He somewhat athletically and competently grabbed the guy who was trying to stab him and stopped it. So it's gotta be worth something.
This?
Yeah, this is a cool chart. It showed how Republicans were not expected to win a couple of weeks ago, and then Vegas odds just shot up out of nowhere around October 17th. And this was the ratio or the odds tonight: 75% chance that House and Senate win Republican. All right, let's go to Georgia.
Oh, let's take this off.
Yeah, you can take it off.
Okay.
Yeah, we just looked at that already.
No. I'm looking at trying to close some. Sorry, guys, trying to close some tabs here.
There's not that many.
Hey, now what's up, baby?
Oz looks a little like Jim Carrey, but I mean, have you seen his opponent?
Georgia, here we go. Nevada, we're gonna keep up. Arizona, we can take that off.
Yeah.
We have a couple. Okay, we have 2 of these. So Nevada elections 2020. Okay, that's good. I'm just trying to format it a little better. Okay. Okay, we have 2 of these. See?
All
right. Here we go. Michigan result. We want Michigan live update. Do we want Yahoo?
Oh, you can close that one out. That was like a Texas thing.
Okay.
Close that.
Close New York Post. This we could do that. We have that one up. All right. Here we go. We're a little bit all right, back on track. All right. What do you want?
Since we're on New York, check that. Is that 2020 or is that right now?
This is 2020.
Okay.
That's a definite, yeah. You want to go to New York here?
Yeah.
Let's
just the total percentage. I think he's creeping up a little bit more. I think he was at 35% last time. Now Zeldin's at 36%. What percent?
32% votes are currently in for New York.
Not terrible. I mean, and it seems like the most Democrat-friendly places are coming a little bit more. Let's see. We have Michigan up. I'm still curious why Michigan hasn't been coming out of the data yet.
Okay.
Oh, wow. That's fortunate. Is that for today? Or?
That's
right
now, yeah.
What's Whitmer at 51? Oh, see, Tudor Dixon's running up 46%.
Yeah, 20% of voting is in for that.
Hell yeah. I think Tudor Dixon can take this thing. Let's I know Detroit's not
Libertarian Party. Hey, hold on. Mary Boozma, Libertarian Party, baby. Shout out, 8,874 votes in.
Libertarians don't got together as much either.
All right, who are we going?
So Detroit's not up yet, but look at those counties around it.
Okay. You want to see which ones are bigger?
It seems like that one right next to it's pretty big, like with Oakland County and what's the other one with the dot in it. Yeah, so we could use those too. So 69% to Whitmer and go up to the other one. And 59%.
198,000.
All right, let's use Oakland County. That one's bigger. So Oakland County compared to Oakland County in 2020.
Oakland County?
Yeah, right now it's at 59%. Let's see what it was in 2020.
And this is Michigan.
Yeah.
Michigan. This one could go. This one could go.
You just exit the 20. I think you just exit the 2020 Michigan search.
No, that was the Fox News I had up because they were saying left one. This is the 2021.
Okay. So Oakland County.
Oakland County.
Yep, up one. Over to the left.
Sorry guys, this is fucking small.
All right, there you go.
There we go.
Biden won 56% in Oakland County, and that's 434,000 votes. So if so Tudor Dixon is doing better than Trump did right now in this huge county, Michigan.
County. Yeah.
We're gonna have to wait and see about Detroit. Detroit hasn't reported yet. Let's see what the population is in Detroit. Like for the stop freelancing.
I'm trying to.
I'm mid presenting. Now we're lost.
Yeah. There we go, Michigan.
You just grabbed the steering wheel and drove off the road.
Michigan.
Yeah, so go to for 2020. I just want to see what the Detroit numbers were like. How many people voted in that county? Yeah, so
Wayne
500,000, 600,000.
Yeah, about. No, so for the Wayne County is Detroit.
Yeah, I said about 600,000 people voted like for Biden.
Oh, for Biden, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant total votes. I was like, no. What are you looking at?
So yeah, the number needs to be better. That like not as bad as 68%.
Yeah, for Detroit.
Yeah.
All right, I really need to get out of this one because this one's like New York president. All right, let's look at this just because it was one that we were using a lot. Here we go. All right, Senate. Oh, it's gone up. Senate's 40 to 41 right now. Arizona reported. Here we go. Arizona reporting. Mark Kelly is up.
Shit.
38% of Arizona has been brought in. 56.4% to Mark Kelly. Blue, 597,337 count. And Blake Masters is at 41.3% with 436,875 counts. That's 38%.
Let's check out a map for Masters. Like,
Okay.
what we've been doing.
Yeah. Okay, so now we go here. Arizona, we're going to Senate. All right.
So Masters is supposed to be in a real tight race. That's surprising.
Okay, so
let's look at Maricopa.
Maricopa.
Yeah.
Maricopa.
So 59% in 2020. Oh wait, no, that's 2022. So right now, Maricopa County is at 59% for the Democrat for Arizona Senate. Let's look at 2020 for the ratio for Biden.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, pair them up.
I'm gonna pair them up. So this is not so fucking.
Just think, I did this for fun.
All right, 2020. We got Mea Culpa. Where's that? Mea Culpa. There it is.
50%. All right.
Oh, hold on. Anyone who's regretting not voting? Ooh, Dibs. Where you coming from, man?
Yeah.
Gotta vote, baby.
Yeah.
It matters, baby. Every vote matters, no matter what it is.
This guy's a day one guy.
Yeah.
I know.
Dibs been with you day one. Hell yeah, baby. Dibs.
Yeah.
Recognize real, baby. Shout out day one, baby.
Yeah. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I was surprised when you said you didn't vote. I mean, yeah, it's like it sucks. I mean, I guess it's like discouraging sometimes, but
New York didn't register by deadline.
Oh,
no.
Zelda needed you.
No, Dibs. Dibs, every vote counts, especially in New York, Dibs.
Let's hope he doesn't lose by one vote.
Oh, boy. Damn. Hey. We all got to work, right? 9 to 5, baby.
Yeah.
Mea Culpa.
So, yeah, the Maricopa County ratio for Biden was a 50% win. So,
1 million people.
That means that Masters' opponent's outdoing what Biden did right now in Arizona because he's at Kelly has 59% right now in Maricopa County.
Yeah.
I wonder if those busted machines.
Those busted machines, baby. Busted machines. Yeah. All right.
So
I'm gonna do.
Does Kathy Lake have anything going yet?
Here. Huh?
Does Kathy Lake have anything in yet? Like Kathy Lake better be a landslide. Like I will be shocked if she is not blow that chick out. The one who's afraid to debate.
Yeah, you're talking about Arizona?
Yeah.
That'll be here and back. What is it?
Lake. What the fuck?
Lake is currently losing.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
All right, so
how is Lake losing right now?
With 39% vote in.
That's impossible. The lady's afraid to debate.
Lake is at 44.6%. 51.8%.
That's impossible.
Hobbs was at 55.2%. That's interesting. It's very
I don't like
interesting.
this. Look at Maricopa County for them.
What?
Look at Maricopa County for them.
Maricopa, Maxima, Cuba.
Hobbs, you get 58%, just like Masters opponent. So, what the hell's happening in Maricopa? And 49% of the votes in Maricopa County, too. That's not good.
Yeah, that's not good.
Fuck, that's bad. Shit. Is anybody worried about Arizona right now?
Pennsylvania. Turn them up quick. Dibs, what are you watching closely? What do you think about your New York, Dibs? What do you think about it? Tell us about it.
Afraid to go outside?
Georgia.
Yeah, let's look at Herschel.
I'm pairing him up. You want to go to Georgia?
He said he's scared.
I'm scared.
I know, and you're not even allowed to like walk around strapped out there either.
Dibs, I'll be with you there next year, so I'm on the same boat, and so I'm in New York. I'm in Texas.
Yeah, big transition, especially if you go to Hochul instead of Zeldin.
Well, here we go. We got Herschel Walker still up, maintaining the 49.4%.
Man,
71% of vote in.
What's Fulton County's percentage in? Down a little more. 63% of Fulton County's votes in. So if Fulton County finishes counting and Cobb County finishes counting and Herschel's still up, I'll feel great about it. But until those, even 5% left in those places can be thousands of votes. So
okay, but it still hasn't come in updated. We're still at the same thing. Sitting at the same thing from Georgia, Fulton County.
And here's our big update done.
Yeah,
So, from 63 to
So it seems like the next big one is going to be within 40 minutes, which should be now about 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. Because the last one they said was going to be mainly going to be Arizona, which that's really the only one that's
I'm
been
shocked by
updated.
Arizona. Let's check that every second. I can't handle Carrie Lake not winning. The lady she was again, she's like, voters of Arizona,
Pennsylvania, Georgia, Nevada. Where else do they have Nevada?
What are you looking for?
I'm missing one of Nevada.
Maybe it just wasn't open.
Oh, were we worried about Nevada? Or not really?
We will be. I mean, there are votes coming in right now.
Let's see where we're at as far as with this. Nevada, nothing.
Is that refreshed?
Yes, we'll refresh either way. Nevada,
Yeah, nothing yet.
Nevada, you were worried about what though?
It's gonna be Reno and Vegas for Nevada for the Senate.
All right, let's just have that up. So whenever that's up, I'll get that ready now.
All right.
Nevada.
See,
It went off. It went off. It went off. It's still recording. Okay. I freaked the fuck out. Sorry. Phone call came in. It's because your phone's.
Yeah, right.
Jesus Christ.
Guys, are we worried about what's going on right now? I really don't like this Arizona thing. It's blowing my mind that Kathy Lake is losing, apparently.
All right. There's 0-0. So I'm going to keep this one up here, but I'm going to keep it right next to Nevada.
Yeah.
We got Michigan, Pennsylvania, Arizona. All right. Now we're in order here.
Getting organized.
New York. I'm going to put all the states to the left and then Hulu last. Here we go. Live update for total. Still 40-41. Senate, 51-93. House gained 2 seats. I guess again? Or is it still the same?
I don't really get how that's doing that, to be honest.
Texas, we're still at 58%. Greg Abbott is up 600,000 votes. New York.
He's slowly moving up. Zeldin is slowly moving up.
Zeldin is there. Connecticut. Yeah, that's fucked.
It shouldn't be though. Like it's 25%.
Georgia.
Kemp's looking good.
Kemp's looking good there. South Dakota. I mean, we already know that one. That's a landslide.
All right, let's look at Arizona again. Keep like
Arizona for governor.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, that's different. That's different. Go to that.
Well, Arizona. This is blue. Like this is for governor. For
yes,
Arizona.
I know. I'm
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
I'm saying she was in the 30s last time. Now she's in the 40s.
Oh yeah. 39%. Yeah. Update on the governor.
Yeah. So
Katie has
a comparison.
Okay. I get what you're saying. All right. Here we go.
All right, I could breathe again.
All right, here we go. Arizona governor.
You remember
45 to 55. I'm gonna take a picture of this.
Word. And yeah, you remember where Maricopa is.
Yeah.
So still at 58. We need that ratio to get down.
49% of voting is currently in there.
Maricopa needs to come through. There's no other way to say it.
Let's see what the news has a little bit to say. Let's jump around a couple of them.
6.45 million votes there. Raphael Warnock, 1,621,000 votes, 81% of the vote in. How much of this vote is pre-election vote? Right now, our estimate is 70% of it is pre-election vote, which we know Democrats have been participating in the pre-election vote in more robust numbers than Republicans. At the end of the day, we think that's going to drop down to 61%.
Okay.
So right now, there's more pre-election vote in the Georgia vote as a share than we think there will be at the end of the day. Now I want to break down specific method of voting and take a look at what's left uncounted here. So in the mail vote, where Raphael Warnock has a 36.9% lead, it's a big Warnock advantage category.
It's so annoying.
26%
Fucking mail.
of that mail vote uncounted. I'm going to add in early in.
So a lot of okay. Well, a lot of people,
Warnock has
a lot of people get annoyed by mail-in, and I understand. I get annoyed by it too. But a lot of people don't realize a lot of mail-in also is military though. A lot of mail-in votes is military who wants to still vote in their state, but they're stationed in another state state. Some mail-in votes also are service members who are currently in another country, whether it be South Korea, Germany, Italy, Japan for Marines, right? So a lot of these mail-in votes sometimes can be annoying, and I know some of the perspective for some people is like, mail-in is, the stuff we can't talk about, but like, hey, it's like that edge, that mail-in. Whatever your belief is on that is your belief. Not saying it's rigged, not saying none of that. What I'm saying is a lot of that mail-in is also military.
Bringing them.
That's why,
I feel you on that.
Why, we can go back in time and show it if you want. But this is why. I mean, if you go back to just instructive, if you go back to 2020, that's the Senate race. This is why we have right? The Republican.
Right. Neither of them achieved over 50, and at the end of the day, John Ossoff won.
Right, and so that's if we're at that point, it's not so much who's on top; it's which two go into the runoff. But if you want to come back to the presidential race, I mean, Joe Biden ends up winning the state by 11,779 votes. But if you go through it, this is Donald Trump took an early lead.
What time are we at? We're at 10:30 right now Eastern.
Now we're at midnight as we're switching from Tuesday to Wednesday.
Right.
Trump is still in the lead as we switch it from Tuesday to Wednesday. Noon the next day, Donald Trump's still in the lead, starting to shrink a little bit. Then you get to 2 days later, from Wednesday to Friday.
That's what we were up to.
Because they were counting all the mail-in votes during the COVID pandemic, right? And then Biden.
Right. Now, they did change the law in Georgia so you could count the early votes. You could prepare them and you could count them. So they're not completely in the same boat as of now.
It won't take us long.
Right, it won't take us long.
Yeah, it won't take us long this time. So let's come out of 2020. Let's close.
And when you're done with that, I want you to drive up I-95 and take me back home to Pennsylvania.
And we'll come out of that. We'll come here, get out of the house. We'll come back to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Okay, where are we
We'll see again as we get here. 57%.
So you're beating them to it.
106,000
Whoa.
votes. Very, very strong.
Oz is creeping.
3 points to the
Dr. Oz, baby.
So then you start moving around, right? in the suburbs, only 36% of the vote. In Bucks County, Montgomery County was empty earlier, remember?
32%.
We're up to 32, about a third of the vote there. If that margin stays like that, David can help, David will interrupt if I'm wrong. But if that's early vote, there's just no way it's not because of the margin. Again, these are more competitive than this.
Right.
But if John Fetterman is winning Bucks County at the end of the night by a margin, that's 20 points.
That's a crazy margin,
that would
by
be,
the way. Bucks County is usually much closer.
Right, much more competitive. And this obviously is a Democratic county. Recently, Joe Biden was it by 26 points, but he doesn't win it by.
Can you show me where the vote is outstanding, where we're waiting for the vote?
So that's the key point as you're waiting for the outstanding vote. You look, the larger the circle, the greater share of the outstanding vote, and the color of the circle is who is leading in that area right now. Does not mean who will win it in the end, but who is leading right now.
There's a lot of big blue bubbles though.
Right,
Oh,
you see,
wow.
the bulk of the vote. Look, this race will come down to can Mehmet
I kind of don't get that.
It's the same conversation we were just having.
Oh, wait, yeah, okay. I was thinking it was Georgia for a second.
Ryan Kemp's not winning DeKalb.
Yeah.
He's not winning Cobb County, but he's getting a decent amount of votes. Mehmet Oz has to do it down here. Philadelphia, the color counties around.
Yeah,
him.
obviously
At
cut
the
into that
moment,
margin.
Fetterman is leading, and we just look, leading significant.
So-
Yeah.
The question is, and you see these other circles, these are Republican votes, right?
Sure.
And they're smaller counties, right?
Oh,
They're
Erie's
small-
not.
Erie's not so small.
There is not so small.
As
Oh,
you're
wow,
coming-
big circle in
you know,
Pittsburgh
but
for
if you're looking up here, the
us.
question is, can Mehmet Oz the margin? It's the same thing about.
Yep. See, beating John King too. It's about the margin in the cities.
He's at the voting desk. Brianna, where are the votes that we're waiting for here? And tell us the status of the counting in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so let's look at this because officials there are doing this marathon counting. That means that they're not stopping until all the ballots are counted. So no one's, going home in the middle of the night. They're going to keep this up.
Nice.
And we're going to be seeing these results coming in into some key.
Yeah,
counties
next
here.
poll
So,
drop
John,
is
kind of walk us through
24
some of
minutes.
this and give
For
us
which
a sense
one?
of what this is
The
going
next
to mean
poll-
for the
next
night
poll's
unfolding
closed.
ahead of us. In
Probably
Philadelphia,
California.
we've been told, of course, that these final results there could take days. We're now hearing that officials are going to tell us they'll do a press conference within the hour
Great.
to update
You see
on
this
the
shit?
status. But of course, we don't know. Obviously, this is going to take some time with some of the measures that they're taking there to verify some of these ballots, right?
Well, Brianna, just remind people, because one of the things that happened in Philadelphia.
7:36 in Los Angeles,
made
current
a
time.
move, and are demanding Philadelphia election officials to take steps that they're not demanding of election officials in any other part of the Commonwealth of
Yeah, framing it in their own
Pennsylvania.
way.
And even the Republican commissioner.
Stuttering too much.
Yeah, I think it's getting to be time to.
Hey, Senator, as you bounced around the country and you were very thoughtful to serve for a lot of candidates.
Pause. All right. Well, it's going to be about that time where I want to say things that I can't say. So, if you want to hear or talk about what's going on in that sketch, I'm going to be doing a quick half hour on locals. Quick half hour on locals. You can find the link on the link tree in my profile. But thank you to everybody for watching. It's been great. I'm going to start doing these live streams more and more every day, or more and more every week. Trying to be more interactive.
For the people who weren't on, maybe look later on. Thank you everybody that did join on earlier.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be a long night. A lot of
Last minute vote.
things, to talk about, but let's hope for the best. I'll talk to you later. Thank you.